And we are live with another In the Flesh. Kyle and Corin, what's the good word, dog?
Let's go, man. Just happy to fucking be talking to you right now. I'm about to tweet our thing real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Already Molly says, well, let's go another. Anyone gets too rowdy in the chat, you're going out to timeout. Fair warning. You know what's crazy is first off, supposedly like parenting 101 now, like timeout is not a good thing, which to me is crazy because like I don't think there could be anything like really controversial with timeout. You know, like there's no like I don't see any downside to that shit. If like a kid is being a dumbass and annoying, then like why can't you separate them from a group for a little bit? And that should be fucking across the board for like adults too. There should be times where like there's a matured like adult in the group and he's the one that's got the final judgment. If you're in a group of mad people, that's just like, yo, Rick, 10 minutes. Like go sit in the corner or some shit. Like, don't you think timeouts are fine? Like, why is that shit try to get canceled?
So who said it was bad? That's my question. I never heard this.
I feel like when I was having conversations with Molly, she was like, yeah, like teachers and like people aren't really supposed to be doing like timeouts anymore. Like it's not like I don't know what the reasoning behind it was, but let me see. Are there downsides to timeouts for kids?
Are you grokking that shit?
Yeah.
Are you chat GPT in that shit?
So we'll get to what we're gonna do later. I have a dope list that I'm gonna pull up, and I've got my chat GPT on point because I want to kind of be my own little Jamie Vernon and give some info about the shit too. But so there are there's potential downsides to timeout. Doesn't teach the reason why. So timeout removes the child from the situation, but doesn't explain why their behavior was wrong or what they should do instead. Without following up, kids just feel punished rather than learning self-control. Emotional disconnection, which to me is like fine to fucking disconnect someone from
also, like even that first comment, like kids don't fucking the idea that you could just reason with them and it always works is bullshit. Like anybody who has kids will tell you there are times where you try to reason with them and they just either don't get it or don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate this. Like, it's like, that sounds like advice given from somebody who doesn't have kids. Like, oh, you didn't explain the shit. It's like, you think if I just explain the shit every time, they'll be like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Like, that's not how it works, bro.
Yeah. Or if you, I mean, I guess if you put them away for 10 minutes, like that's going to change who they are as a person. Like they're going to come back and be all good the rest of the time. You know, like that's not changing them. Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away is not going to like stop a kid or change his whole fucking demeanor.
And I feel like timeout is like the softest of all attempts at punishment.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the simplest, like just go sit over there for 10 minutes.
Yes.
It's like you can't get any softer than that. There's no softer punishment than that, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this dude Armando, he got whooped. I mean, like back in the day, kids used to get beat. That was the thing.
Did you ever get anything done by your parents?
I never did. Like, I feel like I've said this before. I feel like my dad would threaten to like spank us, but never actually pulled the trigger. I think he was like, I feel like that's how I am as a parent too. Like I want to tell my kids like, yo, if you don't stop, I'm going to punch you in the face, but would never actually punch them in the face.
So my dad did once I got a spanking in my life.
But like, what was the situation? Do you remember? Like he was like,
all I remember, it was like nighttime and maybe I was being too, oh, that looks dope. Yeah. Maybe I was being too rowdy and too loud or something. And he like warned me a couple times and I didn't listen. And then he finally like actually spanked me. And I just remember crying. And then I remember my mom sort of low key coming to my defense, sort of like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And that one, timeout, I understand. I think timeouts can make sense. Spanking? Nah, because that actually sends the message like, hey, violence is a way to solve a problem.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not. Like, it's okay to be violent to defend yourself, but it's never okay to be violent offensively. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it sends the wrong message that like, hey, if something bothers you, just beat the shit out of the person. It's like, that's not a message you want to send. But it only happened once in my life. And that was enough for me to be like, this is terrible, you know?
Sorry, I shouldn't have had that sour patch. I was like aggressively chewing this one for a while. These are like someone put me onto these and low key, these are gonna fuck up my stomach later because I'm about to have this mixed with this concoction.
Oh my God.
Slices of pizza. I'm gonna be hanging over the toilet later. But that being said, I never understood even like whippings, like like a dad threatening to take his belt off. Like that's on some like, wouldn't you rather spend 5 minutes like having a conversation and talking about the shit than like I'm gonna go get my belt? Like you don't want your kid to be like super scared of you. And like anyone who hits their kid with a belt, like yeah, that's old school, but that's on some like, how could you even do that shit? Like I don't even know how that's like an agreed upon thing of like, let's go back to the days where we could, beat our kid with a belt. Like it's like,
yeah, it's only conservatives who say that shit. Only conservatives say that, and that's
hood people. Hood people, I feel like are always getting hit with belts. Like people from the projects would be like, we used to get beat with the belt, like like.
Yeah, no, I see that. I don't remember what my dad did to me. I don't remember. I don't remember what he hit me with. It was either like a belt or his hand. I
mean, yeah, I think my dad would threaten with his hand, but like luckily it wasn't too often. And I remember one time Gary like put me outside the door of like the apartment. I had to sit in the hallway, and that shit was horrible. Because like I try to think of punishment stuff now, and I'm like, I don't know what I can do. I don't know what.
Wait, I want to reflect on you being told to sit outside. That's kind of hilarious. Shout out to Gary. He's like, get out of the apartment and go sit in the hallway. And you were like, damn, all right.
No, for real. Like I saw like my neighbors coming home with like groceries and shit, and they're just looking at me like, what's going on? And I'm like, yeah, I'm in timeout right now.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyway, how you like this? I've kind of gotten into like a little crazy mode here with all my t-shirts. I've started to just cut them into tank tops. I don't know what
I got a couple like that. I have a handful that I cut the sleeves off. It's funny you bring that up because I wore Crystal got me a new Nike cutoff one. It was already cut off, and I was outside a lot this weekend playing tennis and stuff. And my whole body, like I'm tan like all over, but I was this cutoff shirt showed more skin than normal. Yeah. And so I have one area right here and right here now that's burnt as fuck, and it's right next to everywhere else is tan, but I got two strips of just burnt,
How is that sleeping? Because I mean, do you sleep on your side, on your back? Because you got to like turn over and hit those spots, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure I do. But what we found this stuff, I'm not even kidding, that like basically cures sunburn, bro. It's amazing. It's this Brazilian cream. And it's just the best thing ever. Like you put it on, and within 2 days, your sunburn just becomes a tan. It's incredible. I don't even know how it works.
Molly's scaring me because I mean I never put sunblock on. That's like, I mean, like you could see. I don't even know what these like spot shits are. It's probably just like sunspots. But she says I should make a yearly appointment just to get like because I've got like moles, which like sometimes I'll see something that like I haven't seen before, and I'm like, yeah, that I don't remember that one, or it's like risen up. But apparently like Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband or some shit died of skin cancer, and he was like 40 something years old, like just recently.
So skin cancer is one of the most common cancers. Apparently people when they get old, it's like 40 or 50% of people at some point or another get melanoma, which is one version or another of skin cancer.
40 or 50 what percent?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up to verify it right now, but I'm pretty sure that it's a very, very high percent. It's like the most common cancer. Damn. What percentage of old people end up getting skin cancer? Yeah, melanoma it's called. But the other thing is, if you treat it early, it's nothing. Yeah. It's like you can have a mark that's cancerous, and they do a surgery, take it off real quick, and like that's it. You're fine. You just got to go for regular checkups. Yeah. But especially people that have your complexion, you should go to the dermatologist semi-regularly. Yeah. Because if somebody has like paler skin, you're very susceptible to the sun like fucking you up. Oh. And it's another thing. If you like, the darker your skin gets, usually the more like the better off you are if you're in the sun. Yeah. But it's so fucked up, right? Because like I don't know about you, but when I'm in the sun, I feel fucking great. Like it makes me feel good. You get vitamin D. It feels like it's healthy as fuck. But then you see like, but if you're in too much, that shit'll kill you. And it's like, Is it good? Is it bad? Give me some shit that's easy to understand. Instead, it's like one thing says it's good, one thing says it's bad. It's like it always contradicts. Like with coffee or wine, you hear the same shit.
Yep. Too much of anything, I guess, is bad. But yeah, to your point, like I feel like when I'm sitting in the sun, my body is like naturally sweating and naturally like kind of like just absorbing that shit enough to be like, all right, we're sweating out whatever could be bad right now. But I said this before, I think last week or some shit. It's like, would I rather just get regular sun or put some like lotion shit on me that like probably is going to clog my pores and make shit even worse for whatever the hell, like to stop the sun from hitting my body. So like I would be on team OD in the sun, but just make sure you have a dermatologist appointment but also I've got so many little like moles and shit where it's just like, what if he misses like this shit? And that's the one that like,
nah, he'll know. They know from just looking at it, which one is like a problem and which one isn't. Like they could tell right away. But also I just looked it up. I was right, dog. Defining old people over the age of 65 years old, about 50% of Americans in this age group will develop some form of skin cancer.
Yeah, that's OD.
Yeah, so that's why you got like the older you get, you kind of got to go to the dermatologist on some regular shit, you know?
Yeah.
And that's for everybody. I have my skin type. I feel like I'm pretty good in the sun usually.
Yeah.
I never used to get burned until I had bad acne and I ended up taking Accutane, the pill that like
fucked up in the sun.
But it kills it's the only thing that worked on my acne. I tried every fucking thing they had and it would maybe work for a little bit and stop or just not work at all. But as soon as I got Accutane, that shit knocked it the fuck out. But one of the side effects was right after I took Accutane, from then on, I was able to burn again. Like I never was able to burn my whole life. I'd go in the sun and just get darker. Never a burn. But once I took that shit, it made me, sometimes I burn and then get tan after it.
That's how I am sometimes.
Yeah, so even me, like everybody's got to go to the dermatologist at a certain age, but definitely because of your skin type, for sure you should go.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it. I also just got iPhone 16.
Oh, nice. That's what I got too.
It's
You got the Pro one or no?
I got Pro. Yeah,
you got Pro. I got the regular shit.
What's the difference between Pro and the regular shit?
Mine is smaller. Well,
there's the regular one, then there's Pro, there's a little bigger, and then there's the Max, which is even bigger than that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, did you get the Pro Max or just the Pro?
No, just Pro.
Oh, okay. So yours is about the same size as mine, I think, but yours has like more features or some shit, but it's features that like we'd never use.
That's what I was saying. Like I transferred.
I think your camera might be better too, though. My camera's only 2 shits. See?
Oh yeah. I got a triple camera, but Verizon was doing a deal. We had friends that got Verizon, and they told us we were paying like $90 a month. Then we went there. Somehow we're paying like $180 a month now. We left with, we went in with 2 cell phones on our shit and got some bundle with 4 cell phones, and we don't need 2 more cell phones. Like, I don't know how we got, like, I know how we got, but then also like, we got new phones. So that's one. We had to switch to Verizon too, which I always thought Verizon was like the best service provider, but apparently like that shit always has drop calls and is like it's not, I guess, what it used to be. Like I feel like Verizon used to be the shit.
I've had Verizon my whole life. I've had it my whole life.
And do you have any like complaints about it?
I mean, it normally works fine. I don't make that many phone calls, but it's I feel like maybe I've had a couple drop calls, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, so we switched from, I think it was Sprint, and I think Sprint and T-Mobile went together.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to Verizon. Now we have 4 cell phones, but we didn't have to turn in our old phones. We got 4 new phones and are paying $180 a month. So like we doubled our shit. And
what are you gonna do with the phones though? What are you gonna do with the extra shits?
I don't know. That's what we were saying. Like one of the phones, maybe we do, like we use for podcasting or some shit, and the other shit we just like, it just chills in the box. I really don't know. I don't know the justification for getting the 2 other phones. We needed new phones at some point, but I'm sure if we just went to Sprint, we probably could have just got 2 new shits. But we didn't pay for the phones, which is like a $1,400 phone, So I think we came up somewhere, and we got like $15 off our internet too.
What was the older phone that you had? Would you have like the iPhone 12 or something?
I think I had the 12. Yeah.
So that was how many years ago did that come out?
That was
3,
dumb.
4?
No, more than that. I feel like it was like at least 6-7 years ago.
Because my shit, before I got this phone, I had the iPhone SE, which was before the 12.
Damn. So
Yeah, I had that. My shit had a home button on it, dog.
Yeah, that's wild. You know what I just saw? Someone actually took an old iPod and they like configured the insides and put like a USB port on that shit, and they turned it into like a new version of like a music player. Like the shit that like you would have to spin around. It was like the small one. Some people are fucking talented with that shit.
So they were able to like resurrect an old iPod?
Yeah.
That's
It was
pretty
kind of cool.
Yeah,
but the 16, I was gonna say, I moved all my shit over from my old phone, and nothing's different. Like the camera's better, but it's the same. It's the same shit.
They do like, but here's the thing: they definitely have more features, but it's not shit that people like you and me use. Like we're on some normal ass shit. Like I'm not even though what I do for a living involves technology, I'm not a tech guy. Nope. Like I'm not one of those people that needs the new phone or needs the new laptop or whatever, and I don't really give a fuck about the new features that I'm not going to use. So like for me, there really is very little difference between this and the iPhone SE I had. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like that's the thing. But you know, for people who actually do a whole bunch of other shit, that to them it's like, oh no, this phone is like way better and it's not even close, you know.
I also like, we were also saying that like, so I got 256 megabytes or whatever the shit is, and we start to fill that up pretty fast. Me and Molly were saying like how crazy it was when we had 32 gigabytes on our shit, like way back in the day. And we would never even come close to that shit. Like back then, if someone was like, do you want 256 on your phone? You'd be like, nah, I don't need all that shit. Like what? That's like a fucking massive amount of storage. But now I feel like that shit fills up in 2 seconds. Like I don't know what, it's almost like people who just have clutter in their house. Like once you have a little bit of clutter, that shit just turns into like a fucking massive amount of clutter. But when you have not, but like, and then you end up just wearing, like my closet is all like, I must have like 300 fucking t-shirts. Ask me what t-shirt I wear every day.
The same shit.
It's like a fucking white t-shirt.
No, I get this. I get that. But I would run out of memory on my shit, and I would like go on mass deleting sprees, and it would still be like, nah, bro, you didn't delete enough. And it's like, no, I did. Like if you look at it like it's a math problem, before I was fine, I deleted the shit and a couple more, I should be good. Yeah. It's like, nah, we're not doing that. And it's like, what kind of fucking mind does this phone have? But I got a decent amount of memory on my new shit too, but I still like serially delete stuff. Anything I don't need, I delete, you know?
And then sometimes you try to delete the shit that they put on the phone automatically. You're like, let me delete like Apple stocks. They're like, nah, you can't delete that shit. Yeah. Like, I didn't ask for that shit.
That's so true. There's some shit that they're like, don't you dare touch this. Don't touch that.
Like magazines or some shit. I'm like, yeah, why do I need this? It's like, nope, not that one. All right. So playing off of last week's theme, I'm going to share my screen, and I pulled up, there's a BuzzFeed, shout out to them. Apparently they do like mad like lists and shit. They did 55 iconic 90s toys that every kid wanted for their birthday party.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to pull that up, and then I have ChatGPT rocking. I'm going to give a little explanation on those bitches. So let me share my screen here. See if this shit works.
Yeah, BuzzFeed always had the dope lists. BuzzFeed was huge in like 2015, 2016 era. I don't even know if they're still doing their shit.
Oh, so maybe it's an old ass list.
I'm gonna look it up.
And also, the guy had on his list, he had on his desk, he had an old BlackBerry. Like the shit was like the one that I had. It was silver and had the little ball in the middle. And I was like, damn, I haven't seen one of these in mad long. It brought back like tons of memories.
I just asked. Oh, I typed by accident. I typed, is Buzzed still operational? It says, I believe you mean BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed is still operational as of my last update, despite facing significant challenges, including a 15% workforce reduction and the shutdown of BuzzFeed News. The company has continued to operate. Okay, damn. They closed down BuzzFeed News in April 2023. Huh.
All right.
Yeah, they used to be the shit back in the day, man. They had so many cool lists.
Yeah, BuzzFeed was popping. All right, hold on. Let me know. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Tell me if you could see that shit.
Yep. Got it.
All right. See it. Butter. Okay, cool. And then the people who are sending super chats, I'm gonna read those at the end, I see them this time. All right. So if you were a kid in the 90s, you probably loved roaming up and down the aisles of your local Toys R Us. Shout out to Toys R Us, because I think they went bankrupt and then someone brought them back, and I think they're back now. And then KB Toys. You remember KB Toys?
Totally, yeah.
I vaguely remember Zany Brainy. I don't really remember Zany Brainy.
Same.
Our generation had it made. We truly are the best. And all right, so here we'll roll through some of them. Number 1, Betty
Spaghetti. I don't remember that shit. Do you?
The option outfits, the hair. Everyone wanted to play Betty. 100% bar for my older sister. The only reason I know Betty Spaghetti, is because Molly's aunt has this shit in her house, and apparently it was like the hottest thing. Like the hair is like spaghetti, and the
what year was it hot though? We should have remembered this shit if it was hot in our time.
It had to have been 80s or something like that, because I don't remember. Well, and also it might have been a girl's toy too. Like it's not some shit
I
that
I have an older sister, you know?
Oh, I bet you if you ask your sister, she'd probably know about Betty Spaghetti.
I'm about to text her because I don't remember Betty Spaghetti. I'm curious if it came out like early 90s or some shit and I missed it, you know, because I was just a baby.
Betty Spaghetti.
Oh, let me actually text. I'm gonna text.
Oh, so it's a little later. So she was a pretty quirky toy line from the late 90s to early 2000s. So that's
maybe that's why we were too old.
Yeah, launched in 1998. So the legs, posable doll with long spaghetti-like rubbery hair and bendable limbs, designed for mix and match play. Popularity was targeted mainly at preteen girls, marked as funky, cool, and colorful. Bright neon colors, and it kind of didn't get the same buzz as Barbie or Bratz.
Yeah, I think based on the year you said 1998, it was too late. My sister was too old for that. Like I was obviously, you know, it was more of a girl's toy, but I was in 98, I was 10 when it came out. So I wasn't going to be playing with a Betty Spaghetti, you know?
Apparently, if you have old ones of these, the collector's items, they go for $50 to $100 online. So Betty is
dead ass $100 for that shit. Yo, that's crazy.
For Betty.
Whoa.
Shout out to that. Okay, this one I didn't really remember. Foxtail. So I guess there's a.
I kind of remember that shit. You don't remember that?
No, and like whirling this above your head like a dang cowboy with a lasso. So like, I mean, that makes sense. But the thing to me is like, you couldn't probably play this shit by yourself, because if you wailed that thing, that shit was going far, I'm assuming.
I mean, I didn't remember what it was called, Foxtail, but I think I had one of those, or I played with one of those at some point. And yeah, you would do the lasso shit and then you'd throw it. And it wouldn't go as far as like you think. It wouldn't go like insanely far. It's not like a frisbee or some shit, you know?
I feel like you're throwing like a heavy weighted ball inside of like a parachute bag. That shit's gonna fucking take off.
Nah, from what I remember,
his wrist here.
What'd you say?
Is that part this red thing on his wrist? Do you think that's part of the game?
Yeah, I think that's part of the thing. It's just like hanging down or some shit, you know?
Simple, effective, and probably stuck in a tree somewhere.
I don't remember that. I mean, I remember that one. I don't remember the Betty Spaghetti one.
Foxtail toy.
Hit us with the next shit. Hit us with the next shit. Fuck Foxtail.
Oh, I see.
Light Bright, of course.
For the emerging artist inside of you. I remember Light Bright. I don't remember like what I used it for, but these kids look like they're having a fun birthday party. I feel like it's unnecessary now. Like you could just print out a sign that says happy birthday and not have to spend mad time plugging in those little peg pieces that were probably annoying as fuck.
Yeah, I feel like I remember Light Bright because like the commercial, like they're showing a GIF from the commercial, you know?
Yeah. I feel like didn't it have a catchy theme like Light Bright, Light Bright?
Some shit. Yeah, I don't remember, but I feel like from just seeing that picture, I feel like I've definitely seen that like girls' birthday party, Light Bright commercial type shit. I don't think we had it, but I remember it. What'd you say?
Yeah, I don't remember. I said we might have been at this birthday party. And why is every kid blowing out the candle on that shit? Shouldn't just the birthday boy or girl be blowing out the candle?
Yeah, that's like the director fucked up making this commercial. Like, you don't know how birthday parties work, dog? Oh, here we go. Now we're talking, dog. I had that bitch.
What color did you have? What color Game Boy?
I think I had purple. I think I had the purple shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, what color did you have?
Game Boy color.
I may have had yellow, actually, come to think of it.
I had yellow, too, because they came out with the Pokemon Yellow game, and I think they had the matching Pokemon with it. and that was I had to have that. Like
Facts.
and then I had Pokemon Red, I had Pokemon Blue, and it just I don't think anyone did. You store it in the back of your pocket?
Whoa, carry the Game Boy in my pocket?
Yeah,
No, I didn't. No.
because they had a Game Boy Pocket, but I don't think anyone actually put that shit in their pocket.
Yeah, no, I don't think they did either. But I do remember. I remember playing Pokemon on that shit. In fact, the only game I remember playing on my Game Boy is Pokemon.
No,
right?
like Super Mario or Donkey Kong or something like that.
Did you play those on your Game Boy? Because I played that shit on my Super Nintendo, and on my Super Nintendo I played those games. But I remember only Pokemon. I remember on my Game Boy. And I remember when it came out, the fact that it was a color Game Boy, everybody was like, "Oh shit, they got that bitch in color now." Because the original Game Boy was bigger, chunkier, and it was black and white.
Yep. And then they did have Game Boy Color, but I don't remember. I don't remember the games being in color, to be honest with you. Like I remember having a Game Boy Color, but I don't remember the games being in color. That's what's messing me up. But I guess they were.
Oh, they're in color, but like the color is like it's still a Game Boy, so like the graphics are still simple as fuck, but you still have some color in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a Nintendo Switch where everything's like perfect, you know?
All right, here's number 5. This was what I mean. You knew your parents trusted you with real responsibility when you were gifted one of these Tamagotchis. Oh, this is how you learned about the tragic cycle of life. R.I.P. little buddy. But the thing about Tamagotchis.
Go ahead.
I don't remember when they died, like how long until you can, like, did they just come back to life? Like, it's not like the game ended when that shit died.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? They just like gave you a new one if you fucked up, right? Isn't that how it worked?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, so it's like, yeah, you can just kill all your Tamagotchis, but then eventually when you either reset it or turned it back on, that shit came back to life. So it's almost like gives you this false sense of like I wonder how many pets died after a parent like upgraded their kid's Tamagotchi to a real pet. Like they were like, do you think any parents were like, if you take care of your Tamagotchi and show us you know how to do that, we'll buy you a dog?
That probably happened, and it probably did not end well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because in the game, you were like, you could let that shit die. In real life, you might be like, I'm gonna fucking kill my dog because he's just gonna come back to life.
That would be a really dumb kid if that was the case. But I remember being so stoked getting the Tamagotchi because I was like, oh shit, I get to take care of this. And then watching it like take a nap and then take a shit. And you're like, this is crazy. I got like this fake little thing. And the company that made this had to make a killing, bro, because this is like the simplest fucking toy you could possibly make. This like little electronic thing, which requires probably not all that much shit. And they could sell it for however much they sold it for and make $1 gazillion because everybody had a Tamagotchi. There wasn't a single person that didn't have a Tamagotchi.
So this was invented in 1996 by Aki Mati, idea for virtual pet to teach responsibility. Released in Japan in 1996, then internationally in 1997. A small egg-shaped handheld device with a black and white LED screen. Users cared for digital pet by feeding, cleaning, and playing games. If neglected, Tamagotchi could die, which added the sense of responsibility and urgency. It had a global impact in 1990s and sold over 40 million units worldwide.
40 million, bro. God damn.
Yeah. And that's then
crazy.
It inspired many clones and similar virtual pets like Gigapets. If you want, I can give you a Tamagotchis are goated. Like is there a toy hall of fame? There's gotta be, right?
I don't know, but it definitely belongs in there. But I got a crazy story about Tamagotchis, dog, because we decided to get them for the kids like a couple years ago or something. And
they still sell like new ones? Or
they still sell them, but get this, dog. If I remember correctly, when we bought them, they sold them like a pack of like 10 of them bitches. Like they didn't sell it like, oh, here's one. They sold it like, here's 10 of them shits. And that made me feel sort of like the Tamagotchis being disrespected now. Because back in the day, to buy one Tamagotchi was like, oh, shit, you're getting a Tamagotchi. That's a big deal. Now they're like, how many you want? 20? 100? Like, here, take these shits. And it's probably cost like nothing for 10 of them versus it probably cost, a decent amount for one back in the day. Now it's like people realize like, hey, it's sort of a simple technology. So here, take like 100 of them. I sort of felt like it was disrespected, bro.
100%. And now that you say that, I remember seeing Tamagotchis being sold in a mass quantity at like Costco.
That's what I'm saying.
It was, you're absolutely right. They sold a pack. It was the Tamagotchi logo, and like they just had mad Tamagotchis in that shit. And I thought the same thing. I was like, it's almost like a fall from grace, but it's almost like a respect thing that like they're still capitalizing on that shit. It's like they're like the Seinfeld of TV shows. It's like they are collecting their royalties. They're like, yo, let's go to Costco now. Like we ran its course in all the major shits. We were in Toys R Us, KB Toys, all those shits. Now let's just finish up our career in Costco. I feel like Costco is where your product career goes to die. If you're making mass quantities of your shit, you'll be in Costco.
But now it's like a cheap thing you put in like party favors, though. That's my only issue, is like it feels like it's a cheap thing that like, oh, your kid's having a birthday party. Here's a little party favor. And like there's a Tamagotchi in there. And that it feels disrespectful. Like I get it because now technology has gotten so much better that like this thing is like fucking nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But at the same time, it's like, as you said, this shit was goated, bro. And if it's goated, it deserves to retire with dignity. Not like what I look at it like now the Tamagotchi's working overtime for less money. You know what I'm saying? Like I sort of look at it the opposite of how you looked at it. Like they need to retire that bitch and they need to like up the price. If you want to buy Tamagotchi, the shit costs double and you can only get one, Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was just talking to Jed about this shit. It's almost like the simplicity of some of these older like video game systems, like games like this just made shit so easier. Like when you turn, I shit you not, I probably wouldn't even know. And I don't know when I go to my my cousin's Molly's cousin's house, or they're like my nephews. I don't even know how to turn on like a PlayStation, whatever number it's at right now, because that shit is like impossible. And then when you turn it on, the options and on the controller, like I'm like, I don't even want to play this shit because back in the day, the fucking Super Nintendo thing had 2 buttons on it, A and B. Shit said start and stop, and the game was like you turned it on. You picked a character and you either fought or you drove somewhere.
Yeah. And it's like to your point, when we played video games, it was very like, I want to be able to pick up the controller and just get the shit and be able to just like have some quick fun with it. Like I want it to be simple. I want it to be straightforward. I don't want it to be too deep. I don't want to have to learn like 27 hours of lore in order to like get into the shit. And now it's just, I do feel like gamers are gamers and like they want it to be more than just you could pick up the controller and be good at it or be okay at it. They want it to be like, give me a story that's going to take me fucking 3 weeks to get through the whole shit. I want to go level by level. I don't want you to take it easy on me. I want to learn every intricacy of this. Like, and that's just not what we like video games for. And to your point, that's like, we have an N64 still and we play it sometimes. Yeah, and that's the shit that you break out when you have people who are coming over who might want to play a video game. And it's like, you could play like Mario Party, for example, or you could play like Donkey Kong, or you could play Mario Kart. And they still have Mario Kart on the Switch and like all sorts of shit, no doubt about it. But like, there are 2 games that to me have aged like fine wine. If you go play Mario Tennis, like Banger. That shit is still as fun today as the day it was fucking released, bro. Mario Tennis, simple as shit.
You ever play the Wii Mario Tennis?
I think I have, but I'm not really a Wii guy because I'm a lazy motherfucker. I want to sit there and press buttons. I don't want to have to move in real life. You know what I'm saying?
What was Mario Tennis on? Was that on N64?
So it definitely was on N64, and that's the one we have it. We play it there. I'm sure they have it on new shit now too. But I think the first time it was N64. But also Mario Golf is still goated too. I've played every golf game under the sun. And let me tell you something. The OG Mario Golf shit still might have the best gameplay of any fucking golf shit because they hit the balance perfectly. Like, it's not too easy. It's not too hard. It's right in that zone that makes you want to come back and do more. Sort of like Mario Tennis. When you play Mario Tennis, it's not too easy. It's not too hard. It's right in that zone. And like, to me, those are the pinnacle of like, this is what I want out of a video game.
Yep. They used to have, I don't remember what this shit was called. It wasn't Dreamcast, but it was like it came with a stand and it was like a virtual Super Nintendo shit. It might have been like virtual Super Nintendo. And you put your face in like the goggles and they had a tennis game that was so dope. But to your point, Yeah, I forgot what the shit was called. And it was like the Mario was like it was like red-ish. Like that's how like the game looked. But the tennis was just so simple. It was like you hit it to the person and then they quickly swung and hit it back to you. And there wasn't like the balance of the characters were good. Like they moved the court like just easily. Like they kind of like slid, but it was like good enough that like you got to the ball and you just hit it back. And then you move to the other side and you hit it back. Now it's like you got to like wind up and hold the power button and like get a precise shot. That's like it looks like an actual tennis shot, but it's not like a game. It's just like you just have to hit it. Oh, Virtual Boy. I hope that's on this because that was the shit.
You could go deep on video games now, bro. Like if you play one of the new NBA 2K games, like you could be a casual player and just play like on some regular shit, but you could be like, you could go deep on the controls and figure out how to do like every move. And those people, like you got to dedicate your life to that. No shit. Like you can go deep. Somebody said, I want to see the rest of the tier list. We did it. We finished the tier list. Go check out last week's stream, bro.
Oh, I didn't mean to. My thing is going slow. All right, hold on. Let me hide this. All right, let's go down the list. But yeah, shout out to Tamagotchis because they're goated incredibly.
We love you, Tamagotchi.
Oh, this is one I just mentioned. Gigapets. I do remember Gigapets. It was almost like some like weak version of Tamagotchis. If you're a parent, you were trying to save $10, you probably got a Gigapet instead of a Tamagotchi.
That's hilarious.
Shout out to Gigapets because they understood the assignment of like, Tamagotchis are hot. You can't get one. We're going to make a toy that's exactly like it that will compete with it. If you buy it, people won't get too mad, but it's still acceptable because we understand that not everybody can get a Tamagotchi.
Facts. Yeah. And I honestly don't even remember Gigapets. I don't even remember.
No?
Yeah, I had a Tamagotchi and I don't remember a commercial for Gigapets. I don't remember a friend having a Gigapet.
I just remember the name Gigapets. All right, what's that? Oh, this shit.
I had that shit.
Remember Bop It?
I don't even know. I had a Bop It, but I don't even remember what it's supposed to do. It looks like it's trying to teach you how to jack off.
Low key, a lot of these you get like a lot of these 90s like TV directors and like game creators and like Disney people were doing some weird shit. So to your point, yo, like low key, if I'm a health instructor or health teacher, that's not a bad like prop to use to show how to beat your shit.
They better vet the shit out of health teachers, bro. Like that's actually a good point. You talk about a health teacher like explaining shit like this. Like you better make sure that person got a clean ass record. You don't want some fucking weirdo trying to teach your kids some shit, you know?
The thing about Bop It though, it started so simple. It used to just be like bop it, twist it, pull it. Now, low-key, I think there's like new shits that's like you could crank it, you can like speak into it. There's like 18,000 more different options of how to follow a Bop It. But Bop It was an OG original toy that I think still today is a thing.
Yeah, I definitely had one, but I honestly, for the life of me, I can't remember playing it. I can't remember like ever using that shit. There was a crank it on the Super Bop It. So it's still they're still selling new versions of the Bop It, dog?
Yeah, see, someone said there's squeeze it, pull it. Yeah, Bop It. Bop It was a shit. I feel like low-key Toy Hall of Fame for Bop It.
It's just sort of crazy.
You don't feel so confident on the Bop Its.
It's just sort of crazy. It just like tells you what to do and you got to do it. It's like a little authoritarian ass toy. It's like, shut the fuck up, fall in line, bitch. And you're like, all right, fine. Yay, it's a game.
You know what game is kind of like that scares me a little bit is Simon Says. Like, who was Simon?
Facts.
Simon sounds like he could have been some German guy that was like telling people to play some game. And if you didn't say Simon first, like you definitely got killed. I'd love to know the origins of Simon Says.
Yeah, facts.
All right.
Soccer boppers. More fun than a pillow fight. No, that's sock'em boppers. Why do they call them soccer boppers? What the fuck? Bro, what is this shit?
I don't know, but that shit looks like kids.
I don't remember soccer boppers, but I remember a sock'em boppers. Am I tripping right now?
No, sock'em boppers was a thing, but soccer bopper, I don't remember these.
It just looks like you beat the shit out of your friend with some big ass gloves on, right? Like that's what it's showing right now. That's not
It
a
really
toy.
is
That's
not.
just like you're just a piece of shit. Like it's not a toy. It's like let's all beat up Greg. Like what are you doing that to Greg for, bro? Let him live.
And there's no way you have that much fun getting the shit beat out of you by two
I
guys
know.
like that. Like you get CTE so fast from this soccer popper. This
OD. They
thing
probably gave me brain damage, bro. I guarantee you, I have brain damage from the trampoline. Like 100%, my brain is fucked up because of the trampoline.
Oh yeah, the trampoline is Molly will never have a trampoline in her house just because of like the injuries that could come from it. When did soccer bopper come out? This has to be like some 80s shit.
Oh, we could tell by the picture. It's 1992, dog. We could tell by the picture.
Oh,
right there.
you were right there. 1993 it was released.
Yeah, look at the kids in the thing. That's 1992, 1993. That's got that written all over it, bro.
Inflatable cushion boxing gloves that kids could wear, designed for safe indoor-outdoor play, letting kids punch each other without getting hurt. Without getting hurt.
That's not a thing.
Nothing came in bright neon colors like pink, blue, green, and yellow. It was hugely popular in the mid-90s as a playful, physical toy fad. Wow. Okay.
Yo, but I'm telling you, so many of these toys, man, like lawsuits waiting to happen because 100%. I know
that's right. Yeah.
As an adult, I jumped on the trampoline. That's Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Okay, that's a little different, but I remember those. I had these shits too. I didn't have the soccer bopper one, but I had this shit. But I swear to God, so many of these toys, bro, like they're gonna find out the trampoline really gives you brain damage, and then they're gonna have to fucking ban them shits because I definitely gave myself brain damage doing trampoline wrestling.
I feel like there's a committee. I feel like there's a committee that know that trampolines are bad, but I think everyone has just agreed to not.
Yeah. Just, like, all right,
say it out loud.
Yeah, facts.
Because trampolines are just like injuries waiting to happen. It's everything. All right, number 9, Rock'em Sock'em Robots for those kids.
Did you have these?
I never had them, I don't think, but there's also no skill to this shit because you can be pushing the button as fast as you like physically can. And I think just like some of the heads pop up faster than the other heads.
Yeah, and also like you got to sort of aim it too. I definitely played this shit before, and I definitely had this shit before, but I don't remember. It wasn't like crazy fun, you know. Like it's fun for like 2 minutes, and then you're like, all right,
yeah,
you know.
Oh yeah, there's no skill required in this. It's not something that like you can play multiple times. Like you literally just slap the hell out of the button, and the head pops up. It's not like I don't even think it comes with. Does it come with that ring? Because if it did, and you were a boxer, maybe. But also, this is like. This is an OG game, like solving sibling rivalry since 1964. So this looks like a 1964 game. That in 1964, if you got this shit, it was probably dope as fuck.
Oh, if you got this in 1964, that's a game changer, bro. But now, like you said, that explains why it doesn't work all that well, like you said, because the shit's been around since 1964.
Yep. This one's spot on. This is like this game at least. They were like balls, and you had to kind of like catch the joints in the hippo's mouth. The Rock'em Sock'em Robots, there's no other skill to it besides just.
I bet Hungry Hippos are on this list.
It's got to be. Let's see. I haven't got to. Oh, Furbies.
Oh hell yeah! I remember these shits.
These shits were scary as fuck. Let me see. Furbies is a Hall of Fame too. All of these are
Furbies. To put that in perspective, it's for everybody today. Furbies were like Labubus are now. I don't even understand why Labubus took the fuck off and why everybody loves Labubus because the shit seems just like any other fucking stuffed animal to me. But Furbies, they look creepy like this, and you could teach it how to talk, right?
Yeah, it says Furbies spoke their own language called Furbish, and they said ka la une.
That's incredible. I don't think I had one, but I think my sister may have had one.
Yeah, this list I feel like is a little older than us. We should have done like 2000s, but also there weren't that many like iconic toys, I don't think.
No, but we remember this shit.
Yeah, over time they would learn English words and phrases, giving the impression that the toys were learning from the owner. You know what's also crazy is parrots, like how they pick up words too. Like parrots
that shit is crazy.
You know?
It's a bird that just talks back to you. Like what? What kind of fake ass shit is that?
Like they should be studied of like how they learn how to speak.
Yeah, it's like we live in a simulation or something, right? With a bird fucking talking back to us. Like that sounds so fake.
I don't think parrots get enough credit. Damn, these are
Oh my,
kind of like,
these shits, bro.
moon shoes. Your ankles may have been in danger, but damn, did you look and feel cool.
All right, so let me just say straight up, these shits need to be banned as fuck. Number one. Number two, they still exist, bro, because we got them.
Really?
We got them for one of our kids like 2 Christmases ago or some shit. Yeah, and I remember thinking like, this shit is not safe. Why are we even doing this?
That's kind of like, it's kind of iconic that one Nickelodeon made toys. That's cool because like that logo just slapped on anything looks super fire. But
Facts,
it's almost like a trampoline on your foot. Like
that's right. That's exactly what it is.
I think these concepts are pretty cool.
They don't work right though. And like they don't really work well.
Did you enjoy it?
No, these shits don't work well, bro.
Oh, they didn't work.
Yeah, that's why they're talking about like injuries and shit. Like your shit is probably gonna get fucked up if you wear those.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember moon shoes, but I would try those shits. I wonder if like you could put those on your basketball shoes and play a game with those.
Try to do the Jordan Duncan moon shoes.
Hit clips. I do not remember these. You don't need longer than a minute to jam out with this bad boy. So it looks like some type of, it does not play full song. That sounds like the worst idea ever.
I don't remember
they had cassettes back then.
Yeah, I don't remember this, but it reminds me of the answering machine that I forced my mom and dad to get, where I saw like an infomercial for it, where it would like it had songs you could pick from for your answering machine. So like I would pick one that was like, pick up the phone. I know you're at home. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. And all these like stupid little songs. And like I forced my parents to buy that, and we would pick different songs and shit to play. That's what this reminds me of. Just some stupid like as seen on TV bullshit, you know?
Yeah, but this also like I don't know what this is, but it sounds like it just takes the most like the chorus or the most like popular part of a song and just replays that in your ear, which could get highly annoying. And it looks like you have to change out the card each time. You know, it's almost like a Game Boy, but a music version that doesn't play the full song of whatever track you're putting in there.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't even remember this one. But do you remember the thing that was like a little cassette tape and you could put it in the thing and you can record and stuff with it? I had one of those shits. You remember that? I feel like it was used in like Home Alone or something like that. It might be on this list.
Yeah,
come to think of it.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't it a tape player and you could record off the cassette?
Yeah, I forget what it was called, but like it would be like a little cassette player, right? But it also had like a little microphone or something sticking out of it. And so you could like talk into it and have somebody else talk into it and then like stop it and play it back. Does that make sense? There's also this thing called a yak back that had the same shit. You recorded into it and then you could play it back.
Yak back, I feel like sounds. I'm also thinking crank yankers for whatever reason.
I bet those things are both on this list. We'll find out. Mousetrap. Oh, the satisfaction you felt when you finally caught that little bugger. I don't remember this one. Do you?
No, but I also don't get like what the fascination of like catching a mouse is. Like why is that? This game looks and just feels disgusting to me. Like what? I don't. Like
it looks old. Game. It looks old. It looks like 1970s.
A game of cunning, manipulative skill. I don't know what skill is involved in that, but I don't remember Mousetrap. Doodle Bear. I feel like this is something that's just been around since '88. A toy parents and children could both get behind. So you can just
draw on that
bitch. Bear.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that as a toy.
Hold on, my page is freezing up. Oh, this is here. Simon says, Super Simon, if your parents bought this for you, then you could show them how much of a genius you were. Low key, these games are hard. When you get past level 4 or 5, it's tough to remember all the colors.
So what does it do? If I remember correctly, it does like a pattern and you have to repeat it?
Yeah, exactly. So it'll start with like a green and it'll go like green, yellow, and you got to hit that back. Then it's like green, yellow, red. It's almost like, did you ever play on any road trips? Like I'm going to the grocery store and you have to go down the line of all of like the alphabet.
No, I never did
Was
that.
I the only person that played that shit?
I kind of remember this toy though. Come to think of it, I think I was good at it. I think one of the things I'm good at is pattern recognition. So I think I'm good at shit like this.
Oh, you probably would have freaked us then.
Yeah, pattern recognition is one of the few things I'm good at.
All right, Super Simon. And my computer is going slow, so I might dead this list. I've learned I can't open up 2 chats at the same time. Rainbow Bright. This I don't remember, but it reminds me of those other bright things. Poochie.
If you got this, you could prove how ready you were for a real dog. I don't remember this one. Do you?
No, but it looks like this company Tiger was like had that shit on lock back in the day. They were inventing all the things. So maybe they had like some type of shit going on with like the government. Did you see the government is like they bought 10% of a company? Is that true?
Yeah, I believe it was Intel. I think it was Intel. They got 10% of it.
Is that allowed?
I mean, he could do whatever the fuck he wants. He's president, but he's going to use that shit. He's going to try to do this with a bunch of companies and then like hand out the stocks to his, political friends and like use it for corruption, basically. Like he's not actually. It'd be like if Bernie were to do this shit, it'd be dope because it would be like nationalizing companies, which is awesome. But with Trump doing it, it's just going to be used to create like a permanent oligarchy,
Yeah. I don't get how that's allowed. Hold on, I'm trying to close out this screen because it's throwing off my shit. All right.
It looks like
we'll go back to the list a little later. Yeah, because I closed it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see. I like all my shit's fucked up now.
It's fine now. It's working now. Since you exit out, it's working good.
Oh yeah, I closed the screen, so I can't see anymore. But we could get to some of the super chats. We're about an hour in. Let me see if
we'll finish that list next week.
Okay, let's see some of these.
Corin, I love your spot on MSG and your channel. Kyle, what advice would you give to someone trying to start a YouTube channel? Be a psychopath and be obsessed with it and never stop ever. Like that's the idea. That's the people who make it are just the psychos who won't stop. And like if you're lucky, if you don't stop and you get lucky, then you can take off. It's possible you could just do it and it never goes anywhere, but like obviously you up your chances if you just keep doing it. Even if you're going to school or even if you have a regular job, like if you just set aside a time in your schedule and say I'm just doing this all the time no matter what, no excuses. That's like half the battle right there,
Someone, I think it was Mr. Beast, was saying that like and you should probably do this because you can get like other audiences, but like he streams his shit in like all different languages. Is that like
they have that feature now. They have like automatic dubbing, I think, on YouTube now.
Oh, for it? Like you could put your episodes in like Spanish and shit?
I think you just have to click something and they can dub it for you. Like somebody can watch my show and it's just me speaking in a different language.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to check, but I might have to like change a setting on the back end or something. I don't know if it automatically does it or if I have to click something, but I know they have that possibility now of auto dubbing.
I was talking to Jed because like I guess there's like a shortage of Spanish teachers and it's like a career that like is kind of like just going by the wayside. Like no one goes to school to become like a language teacher anymore. And I was like,
that's crazy.
It's super crazy. And it's even crazier because I was like, you would think a Spanish teacher, if any of the languages, would be like the one that you can get people like applying for jobs. Like a French teacher or something, or like if a school offers like German or Japanese or some shit, it's probably even harder to find those type of teachers. So it's like, if you want to get a good profession, like become a Spanish teacher or a French teacher or something.
Yeah, so they should be able to demand more money too then. If like it's that desperately needed, it's like, okay, double my salary,
Exactly. Oh yeah, and the MSG spot, yeah, I love seeing that commercial too. I'm happy they keep playing it. What part of New York are you in? That they play that commercial like all over. You know what was interesting? Carmelo's son, Cayenne, was basically saying like and this is like an age-old debate for people who live in New York, but like at what part of New York is it considered like you could say you're from New York? You know, like people from Westchester, like people from New York City say that Westchester is upstate. And then like anything past maybe like Rockland County or Woodbury Commons is like super upstate. But there's that like debate of like where upstate is. So like if you're from Buffalo, you can't really claim like being from New York if you're out of town or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I had this debate. I remember having this debate with my my brother-in-law, and like when he called Westchester upstate, I was so offended by that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, first of all, we're literally like, we are bordering the city. Like we're on the border of the city. If you drive south, the first place you're going to hit that's not Westchester is the city. You're going to hit the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like to call us upstate. Because if you look at a map and you look at a map of New York, it's like where this part at the bottom and then like the whole state is above. So if we're upstate, then literally all of New York State is upstate. It just sounded so like absurd to call it upstate. So I'm on team like I'm on team once you get above what's the county beyond Rockland? Is that Putnam County? Is that Putnam or no?
Yeah, like Putnam or Dutchess or one of those things. Or Dutchess.
Once you get there, it's fair to call it upstate. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Hold on. Appreciate
these boys hungry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dentagon. So Kyle and Corin love the Knicks commentary a while back. Football season is now here. You guys rep any teams? I unfortunately am not an NFL watcher. Do you watch, Corin? I actually don't know the answer to this question.
I'm a Jets fan.
You watch everything, right? Like you watch you'll watch MLB, hockey, this shit, right?
Yeah. Some like I like the Jets. I watch the Jets, but baseball's become too long of a sport to watch.
Interesting.
It's like they put a pitch clock in now, so the game goes faster, but it's kind of boring to me. I don't think like it's kind of boring to watch a baseball game. There's nothing like one play maybe you get like 5 or 6 exciting plays in a whole 2.5 hours. But it's the same thing about soccer, and I guess like soccer, you can watch a whole game and not even see any goals or like see 1 or 2, you know?
People say that about basketball too, though. They say like, oh, you only want to watch like the last half of the fourth quarter. But true. I like watching the whole shit.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the Knicks look good this season. But football, yeah, I like the Jets. You're out in like DC land, the Commanders, not the Redskins.
Yeah, that's who they like. The Commanders, people here. Yeah.
But apparently, I think they're building a new football stadium for them, which would be dope.
Or aren't they going back to the old one, the old RFK shit or something like that?
I think that's where they are now.
Oh, that's where they are now. Okay. I have no idea this shit.
Super, super old, and I think it's in like Virginia, which is like I think it's like the stadium's like a half hour or 35 minutes from DC, which makes it hard for like passionate DC Washington people to like go to the game. Have you noticed any like walking around DC? Have you noticed any of like the police people, or have you seen any of that type of shit?
Yeah, they're around.
Oh, for real?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's like visible.
Yeah. Yep.
And now they're talking about like potentially like going to Chicago or something. They said he's like is it a political thing to only pick like big Democratic states that he's like choosing?
Of course. Yeah. He's like, it's exactly what everybody thinks it is. He's like flexing his power, getting everybody used to the idea of the military in the streets. And then what do you think he's going to do around election time? Like he's going to deploy them. He's going to intimidate voters in blue states. Like this is serious, bro. This is as bad as it gets. The only upside is it looks like his health is failing him OD now.
Yeah. What I saw, did he have something on his hand? Like cover up or some shit?
Both of his hands now, because he's getting IV injections of some shit, and we don't know what it is that he's getting injected. But he's got health problems, like his fat ass cankles. That's evidence of congestive heart failure, that like his blood is not pumping well throughout his whole body. And like, yeah, his hands, like it's not good, bro. Like he's not doing good. And so that's the only upside is he might not be around much longer, it looks like, you know?
Yeah, and then every photo I see of him, I don't know why I randomly get like people that I don't follow, their photos of them and Donald Trump playing golf. But he looks like a skeleton. He's super pale. His face and like he just looks like really bad shape. But he's still out there golfing, which is like surprising to me. It's like
That's
Biden
what Crystal
was
says.
bad, and he was like in a random ice cream shop looking bad. It wasn't like he looked bad and he was like still playing basketball. But then I'd be like, all right, he's still hooping though. Like Trump looks bad, but he's still out on a golf course, which you don't like have to have that much athleticism, but like you still gotta like make your way around this shit. So it's like he's still moving.
Yeah, that's what Crystal says. She thinks he's like never gonna fucking die. That we're just stuck with this guy forever.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's on some like you don't have to do too much out on the golf course besides pull your card up and take your shot and then go to the next thing. But as bad as he is, the dude is still out there and not like, you know, croaked over. Like I'm always fascinated when he like, yes, and I say this with basketball players too. They're flying first class. They have like, you know, it like the like I'm sure he gets massages and all this shit, but like the fact that he's in like Alaska doing meetings and then flies back to DC and then is like getting off the plane and doing some shit, like that's a lot. When I used to travel, imagine being
that's
like,
not healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh yeah,
that shit is not good for you, bro. Like that, he's doing a number on his body for fuck sure.
Yeah, but yeah,
and add the fact that he's 80, add the fact that he's fat, add the fact that he's got those cankles, which means his blood circulation's not good. Like that's why they're pumping some shit into him through IVs. You know, like he needs something. He's getting some treatment that he's not telling us about.
We're in a simulation when I saw a photo of him, and like I know I've seen this happen before, but when he's standing in whatever the Oval Office or some shit, and he's just wearing a hat that says Trump was right about everything, it's like literally like he could pull up one day and just have a hat that says like Trump's got a big dick, and like like when you wear a hat like that, it automatically makes me think that you were wrong about everything. Like it's so crazy that he could wear a hat like that and actually be the president.
You know? That's so true. I never thought of that, but it's so true. The Trump was right about everything hat really screams like I was wrong about everything.
100%. Like it's like it's the age old, like it's just the opposite. Like the fact that you need to put that on a hat and wear that hat is so wild to me. Like you're wearing the hat of you in the third person, which is just
and it really is like dream world stuff, like simulation type stuff. Like it seems like just the fact that he's even president, we've gotten used to it, but just the fact that Donald Trump became president is like some simulation, dream world, fever dream type shit. And now we're just used to it. And now he's got fucking Trump was right about everything hats. And everybody's like, yeah, that's some shit he wears. Like that's the least normal thing that's ever happened. What are we talking about?
It's so wild. And now I don't know, the whole Jerlinda Maxwell shit, and now she's like she's like being soft on him.
Maxwell.
What I say, Giselle?
Like you called her Jalinda.
Jalinda, I think, is the name from the girl from Wicked. The girl
that's Galinda.
Jalinda is like mixed with like Gillette and like Linda.
Oh, that one's for the history books, bro. That's like when you couldn't come up with Molotov cocktail. Remember that one?
Yeah, fuck that drink.
You were like Shibba Mocktail. I didn't even understand what you were saying for like a minute, and then finally I was like, Molotov cocktail.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that one.
That clip's still in my phone, dog. That's like a history making clip.
I dead ass. I still, if you were to ask me the name of that shit, I couldn't tell you. I also, if I ever was like a good speller and I was in the spelling bee and the final word was theater, I'm out. Like ring the bell. I can't spell theater for the life of me, dog.
I got some words like that too that just randomly fuck me up that I just can't get. And it's fucking frustrating. And to your point about like, I swear to God, man, they say an early sign of Alzheimer's disease is like when you know what a word is, but you can't say it. Like, oh, I know what that word is and I'm trying to think of it. Or like, you know somebody's name, but you can't say it. I get that shit all the fucking time, dog.
Wait, like you say it like you can't pronounce it, or like
no, like
Miss Rick, but like
it's in your mind, but for whatever reason you can't find it. You're like, I know that I know this person's name, or I know that I know this word I'm thinking of, but you can't say it. You can't find it. You can't say it. Like, you know you should know it, but you're not getting it. And that shit happens to me all the time where I'm like, it'll be a simple ass word sometimes. I'm just like, I freeze up and I have to explain to Crystal and I'm like, the thing. And it's like,
you think it's in there? You think you actually have it somewhere? Or
for
like,
sure, it'll be like some simple shit. Like I'm trying to say the word bathtub or something, and it's like, what about looking the
that shit
thing.
you put your body in to soak when that has water. Like you gotta.
Bro, I swear to God, that shit happens to me all the time. Like on some my brain doesn't work type shit. And so if that's a sign of Alzheimer's, your boy's cooked, dog. By age 60, it's a wrap.
Yeah, but you also remember like other shit. Like I can't remember. I don't remember like what I before we got on the podcast, I was like, damn, what did I do last week? And then I was really trying to think about it. And I was like, I'm done. I don't remember. Like I wasn't alive last week. There is no way because I didn't do anything.
You think I remember what I did last week? Like the good news is I could take a guess and probably get it right because I followed the same schedule roughly every week. But that's the only reason why I'd be able to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like you hit a certain age and things just happen. It's not even like it's not registering anymore. You're just existing and things are happening around you. And you're like, that's some more things happening, you know?
There's got to be some type of early like dementia or like Alzheimer's or some shit that like just me and you have.
Yeah, facts. But to be fair though, Crystal sometimes too will hit me with the similar shit, like some shit that she should know. Yeah. Or like somebody will say something to her and I'll understand what they're saying and like react to it accordingly. And she'll just answer with something that's not right. And I'm like, no, they weren't saying that. They were saying this. And it's like, oh. So we all have our moments.
That could be on some next level shit where her brain is like elevated to a point where she's interpreting it on some like way that they hadn't even thought of. That you're like, no, I'm going to dumb this shit down of what they're asking because you're thinking of it too, like.
No, it happened just the other day where it was our son said something to her and meant one thing and she interpreted it another way. And I was like, no, he wasn't asking that. He's asking this. And she's like, oh, okay. So like she was wrong and I was right in the shit. So she has her moments too. And I'm like, you don't know what he was trying to say there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like we're all just, I don't know if it's a new thing or if we fried our brains with like, watch we find out that like sitting in front of computers all day just like takes 20 years off your life. Like we'll find that out one day, you know?
Well, I never understood. I mean, like, and this is going to sound dumb, but like how reading like exercises your brain. And Molly, like when I get off the podcast, she's going to be like, that was the dumbest shit you could have said. But like,
that is sort of dumb, bro.
If I'm reading a book about like Into the Wild or some shit, and it's just a guy camping, like how is that making me smarter about like submarines or some other random shit? Like just because I'm reading big words?
I mean, read
words like everywhere.
To read, like, first of all, reading itself is like exercising your brain and like making you more intelligent. You know what I'm saying?
I guess, but like there should be another gym or workout for my brain than reading. Like that shouldn't be the only option to exercise your brain. Like,
you know what's crazy? A lot of people are illiterate, dog. So like there are people who've tried the approach of like, I'm gonna just not even bother with that. And like that shit is horrible. Let me look this up.
Well, people who do, I don't really read. I mean, but like,
but you know how to.
Like there's people that don't know how to read.
Yes.
I mean, that's crazy because I feel like I feel like your body has a setting that just comes with being able to read.
Nah, bro, none of this shit is natural. Like you got to teach people how to read, bro. Okay, ready? Here, ready for this? This is crazy. 21% in the US are illiterate, struggling with basic reading tasks. That means 2 out of every 10 people are illiterate, dog. That means they never, like the teacher didn't help them out enough when they were a kid. Their parents never fucking read with them. Like,
I'm kind of impressed by that number for our country. Like 2 out of 10 is like, we're doing a good job. Like a lot of people know how to read.
Fuck are you? That's horrible, bro.
You mean 20% of like people, like all the people in the world, like 20%.
We're the richest country. We should be 100% of people should be able to read. Are you kidding?
Now there's some dumbass people out there that like, you're just like, I get it.
But reading is something almost everybody has the capacity to do. Like 99% of people can learn how to read. But I guess this up to compare. What percentage of people in Sweden are illiterate?
Oh, yeah. But like how many people are in Sweden? There's probably like 17 people there.
But we're asking as a percentage. So we're going to get, it's going to be apples to apples. So we were 21% illiterate. Oh, here we go. 99% of people in Sweden can read. Only 1% can't read.
Imagine being that 1%. Like if you find that person and you're like, hey man, mind just tell me.
But for them, that 1% is probably like special needs. You know what I'm saying? Like us, we have special needs people who can't read, but then we have like 20% of just people who should be able to read, but they can't read. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we don't care, like this country, we don't care about anything. We don't care about anybody. We don't care about the community. This country's like, shut the fuck up, get rich, go get your dick sucked, buy a Maserati, flex on social media. Like, that's what this country is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, community anymore. There's no idea of America. There's no, like, we're going to make shit better. It's just, like, every man for themselves. Like, I'm gonna scam you, and then you could scam me back, and everybody will scam everybody else, and then we'll move on, and then we'll all watch a stream together where a dude gets tortured to death. I don't know if you saw that thing, but that literally happened the other day.
Wait, what? Someone...
Oh, you didn't hear about this?
It wasn't Rampage Jackson's brother or whatever who, like, wrestled some dude to death.
No. This was a Kick stream, which is, like, a Twitch competitor named Kick. And they had a stream where these dudes, like, tortured people. And...
actually?
Like, actually, like, they would fuck this dude up and punch him, and they'd, like, make him drink, like, Clorox and shit, and, like...
Who was the person? Like, a willing participant?
So the dude, he was kind of slow. Like, he had some special needs type shit. Damn. And this was in France, and there were, like, a bunch of these thug-ass dudes who just, like, fucked with him, and they did a 10-day live stream where they basically tortured him the whole time, and the motherfucker ended up dying. And this was all fucking streamed on Kick, and then come to find out the CEO was watching that shit and donating to it, bro.
No, what?
Swear to God. And so this motherfucker died, and this came out now, big scandal, right? But how convinced am I that anything's going to change? Like, you think, are they going to fucking pass a new law that says you can't do it? Are they going to prosecute the fucking guys who did it? Like, I'm not convinced anything's going to change, because now we live in fucking hell world where nothing matters and everybody's a piece of shit and everybody's, like, immoral. And, like, it'll just probably be another thing, and everything will move on, you know?
Bro, so it went on for 10 days? Like, after day one, there wasn't someone who flagged that shit? Like, yo, maybe this video isn't good for this website.
Bro, people are sick. They wanted to watch it. They were enjoying watching it. Like, people were watching it, and that's how they relax, is I'm going to watch this guy get fucked up and get tortured.
That's wild to me.
I know, because it's like, I said this on my show, too, that, like, it makes me think back to, like, Jackass. Yeah. And the show Jackass, those guys were like fucking Boy Scouts compared to this, because all the risks they were taking, it was risks for themselves.
Exactly.
Like, I'm going to do some crazy shit. Maybe I get hurt, maybe I don't, but I'm going to do it for the entertainment value. Yep, and everybody's like, that's cool. Like, we'll watch that shit. That shit is fun. Yep. But, and I always thought, in my mind, I always thought everybody knows, like, has an idea of where the line is that makes sense. Like, don't cross this shit. That gets a little weird. Yep. But now we live in a world where, like, they don't give a fuck about lines. Yeah. Let me just torture somebody on camera. And then if he dies, he dies, and I'm going to fucking get away with it. And it's like, there's a problem. You should all be locked up. Every single person who participated in that shit should be locked up. And every single motherfucker who watched that shit and donated and enjoyed it, you're sick. Like, you motherfuckers are sick. You're not normal. You're fucking, you're dark.
It also doesn't surprise me, though, because, I mean, some of the most successful movies are like those Saw movies where the whole...
That shit is fake, bro. It's fake.
I know, but people like that type of thing where it's like they're trapped in the dungeon and, like, the only way they can get out is if they chop their right arm off for the key or some shit. Like, people...
But I thought they liked it because it was fake. I didn't think people liked it thinking, like, oh, I bet my neighbor Dave should be in this position. Wouldn't that be fun? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, the fact that it's real and people enjoyed it is weird and scary and says a lot about our fucking society. But, like, was it French people watching that shit or was it American people?
It's everybody. They stream it on Kick, and, my understanding is Kick is in a whole bunch of countries. So a lot of people were fucking watching it.
I feel like those people, because, like, Kick, I'm sure is big, but it's not like it happened on YouTube. So I'm sure they're going to prosecute those people and they'll get in trouble.
I fucking hope so, but I don't know, dog, because apparently this website's got all sorts of fucked up shit that they stream. And also it's like they're linked to, like, some crypto gambling site called Stake, where they try to bring in young kids to fucking gamble on shit with crypto. Like, this, I don't know. It's just, everything's fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, things are really out of whack right now.
No, that's really bad. Yeah, that's wild that the CEO was on that shit, like, donating money to them, which is, yeah.
Disgusting. It's disgusting.
All right, sorry, Drew, I had your name up there for dumb long, but appreciate that shit.
Kyle, there's no way you just said that New Mexico is a red state on the show today. LOL. Dem for president since 2004. Yeah, you're right. I fucked that up. I was mentioning how the crime is worse in red states, and I accidentally called New Mexico a red state. I didn't accidentally call it a red state. I called it a red state, and I was wrong because AI gave me a wrong answer.
Oh,
but yeah. I said Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi. They're all red states.
Definitely red states.
They're red states, and they have the highest homicide rate. But But the AI also said Vermont has the lowest violent crime rate. That's a blue state. And it said New Mexico has the highest violent crime rate, and that's a red state. That's what it said. And then apparently I looked it up after, and it was like, oh, New Mexico is actually not a red state. It's a blue state. So it just fucking made some shit up. This is what I'm saying. Like, and I'm guilty of it too, obviously. Like, sometimes you rely too much on AI, and it's like, you just made that shit up. Like, I was relying on your information, and you fucking got some shit dead wrong, you know?
Yeah. It's, I mean, the way they like fucking put that shit in there that quick, one, is just fascinating. But two, to your point, like, they spit it out and it just looks so official that like you're just like, this shit's got to be right.
Yeah, and I would venture to say that like all the other parts of it were correct, you know, like all the parts on the murder rate and highest in the red states here, the red states, etc., that Vermont had the lowest. I bet all that is right, but then it just said, I guess accidentally, that New Mexico is a red state, and so I didn't catch that one part that was fucked up, and now, you know, I look like the douchebag that I am, you know?
Yeah, but I feel like that's a new thing now where I've seen it with Ted Cruz a little bit. He's like trying to select, and he's definitely not putting these tweets out, but like he's carefully crafting his like tweets to like kind of shit on Dems, and he's like, what like top states, and like he'll put percentages and everything. He's like these like Democrat states. Have you seen any of these tweets he's put out?
Yeah. It was about gerrymandering and which states are worse, and he was wrong. It's actually Democratic states that are better than red states at gerrymandering. Like, they don't do as much gerrymandering in Democratic states.
Is that like a hot topic thing right now, gerrymandering?
Yeah, because Texas just decided we're going to gerrymander and take 5 more Republican seats. And California was like, okay, we're going to cancel that out and do 5 more Democratic seats.
Yeah.
And so now we're off to the races, and every state is probably going to get involved and do their gerrymandering. And so it's like a race to the bottom, and we're all fucked because now none of the districts are going to be like fair or neutral or objective. It's just all like partisan, rigged in a partisan sense, you know?
So how does that affect down to us where it's like where we live and vote?
Well, right now it will eventually probably affect you because are you New York or New Jersey?
New York.
You're New York. So it will affect you eventually because they're going to gerrymander New York and redistrict it so that there's more Democratic seats.
Oh, okay.
That's what Kathy Hochul wants to do. So it will kind of affect you at some point, but not right now, and maybe not for the next election. I think it might take some time before they can get it to where they want it. Yeah. But it will affect you at some point. Whereas where I am, I don't know if it'll affect where I am. We haven't heard anything yet about Virginia.
It's wild how like just a chain of fucking like follows that shit. Like Texas just was like, we're gonna change our whole shit, and California's like, we're gonna change our whole shit, and then everybody's like, we're all gonna change our whole shit.
Well, Texas started it, and Trump told Texas to do it. Texas did it. So Gavin Newsom was like, okay, I'm gonna cancel out what you did. Yeah. And then Florida said, we're gonna do it, and then New York said, we're gonna do it, and then you have other like Maryland saying we might do it. Illinois is saying we might do it.
Blatant, so like cheating, like it's like blatant, like.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? Like, if once they started cheating, the Democrats don't have a choice, you know?
Well, yeah, you got to, like, match fire with fire on that shit. But it's just funny how, like, they're just like, we're going to openly change where the seats are.
Yeah, that's all Trump, bro. That's all Trump. Like, Trump, because you know how Trump is. He's just like, I want this.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, there's no, it doesn't need to be any logic there. It doesn't need to make sense. It's just, he wants it, so he's going to get it, you know?
And is it lining up where, I mean, I know you said this, but like he was like down in the dumps, but now like are people fucking with Gavin Newsom to like potentially be the next like Democratic nominee?
For sure, because he's fighting, and people are like, finally somebody's fucking fighting and punching them in the mouth.
But is he fighting well? Like, is he actually fighting back at Trump?
He's fighting well, but you know, here's the problem. The problem is he's 10 out of 10 on the fighting front, and that's what everybody wants to see right now, including me.
Yeah.
But on policy, he's like 5 out of 10 or 4 out of 10. You know, like that's the concern is this is a guy who like vetoed universal health care for California. He's done some good things too. Like I don't want to shit on his whole record because he has done some genuinely good things that I think he deserves credit for. But, you know, he's still like kind of a centrist-y Democrat. But the reason why people are loving him right now is because he's fighting and because he's saying like, fuck these guys and I'm going to stand up to them. And like, that's all people want to hear. And so it's a shame that he was the one to fill that void. He's also got his press office like tweeting like Trump. Did you see that?
No, I
Like,
didn't see.
yeah, him and his press office have been doing this thing where they just copy Trump, like his whole flow, his whole cadence, the way he talks, all caps, like that whole shit. Where he's like, little Marco Rubio, like they're doing that on their Twitter account, and that shit blew the fuck up. And now Gavin Newsom is selling hats that say Gavin was right about everything.
Oh, really? That's a good playbook. I like that.
He's selling flags that say, instead of "Make America Great Again," it says "Make America Gavin Again." So like he's leaning into that shit, and that he's skyrocketing in popularity because of that. Like he knows what to do in this Trump era. He knows people want somebody who's obnoxious and going to fight back.
And I saw your one thing, but like Jon Stewart would be the guy to fucking run. But like the only thing we got from him was that one little soundbite of saying that like who's the next TV personality to run. Like he hasn't even said anything on that shit.
He hasn't said anything else, but he's got to see the chatter now. I mean, the chatter is so, and like I know he doesn't want to do it, but like those make the best rulers, the people who don't want to do it, who like reluctantly do it. And like, I don't know, he's the only one that I'm really comfortable would win. Like anybody else, doesn't matter who it is. It feels like we're rolling the dice a little bit, With Jon Stewart, you feel like as long as the election is free and fair, he's going to win that shit because he would be the Trump of the left. He knows just the fact that he's a comedian. He's good on the policies, but he's also a comedian. Yep. So you put him in an environment where he's on stage with a bunch of polished politicians and like, forget it. They have no chance because he's witty. He's quick. He's smooth. He understands timing. He understands how to play to a crowd. Like they can't do it like he could do it. So I mean, it would be the only thing that makes sense to me. And the only thing that would like make me feel genuinely like we might have a chance of getting out of this mess. I'm pretty fucking pessimistic right now, where I feel like we're super cooked. But if you tell me that Jon Stewart could get 8 years, then it changes a little bit because I know he would do everything he can to reverse course.
100%. All right, let's roll through some of these. Appreciate you, Metalhead Matt.
Have you seen Christopher Hitchens' interview with Charlie Rose in 1999 about the Clintons? Talks about how boomer libs fell for Clinton. Feel like we'd be way better off today if they didn't. I mean, yeah, Bill Clinton represented the Democratic Party going half Republican. That's what he represented. And like, he was a great campaigner, for the time he was like smooth and people liked his presentation, but he was the beginning of the end for the Democrats because they made the Democrats like half Republican. And we would have been better off if we never went that way. But, it would have taken a very charismatic and unique figure at that point in history to reverse course, because after the Reagan Revolution, like almost all the Democrats were being like, oh, I'm kind of like a Republican too. Because Reagan was viewed very favorably by the country. His approval rating was high, even though he fucked up the country in 1,000 ways. And so like all the politicians were sort of chasing that. And that's one of the scary things about the Trump era is like, you could see that people were trying to be like all the Republicans now are going to try to be like Trump. But you saw a lot of Democrats going like, hey, maybe we could work with these people and like maybe Americans really like them for a reason. And like that's what happens with the political era is like it defines an era and drags everybody closer to where they are, right? And so that's the scary thing about the Reagan era is he did it successfully. The Trump era, I was feeling like, oh no, people are going to learn the wrong lessons from this. But thankfully now I think people are, at least Democrats are realizing like, no, we can't fuck around with this. Like we got to oppose this every way possible.
Yeah. So is he saying that like he didn't want people to fall for Clinton? Like the other option would have been better?
Yeah, he's saying basically like the Clintons were smooth talking fucking con artists. And
what was the alternative back then?
Let's see. I guess Dukakis was before the 90s. Who ran against? Let me look this up. Who ran against Bill Clinton in the 1992?
And it was probably like some Republican ass shit that like would have fucking set us back further.
Who ran against Bill Clinton in the 1992 Dem primary? Let's see. Jerry Brown. He would have been better. Paul Tsongas, Tom Harkin. Tom Harkin would have been better. Bob Kerrey. Douglas Wilder. So Jerry Brown, who was the governor of California at the time, he was advocating progressive policies.
Oh, those were
running a grassroots campaign. He won several states, including Colorado and Connecticut. Yeah, Jerry Brown was running as a Democrat in 1992 primary against Bill Clinton. Oh. So definitely Jerry Brown or Tom Harkin would have been better. They were running to the left of Clinton.
True.
But no, by the way, no, I didn't. To answer the person's question too, I actually never saw that interview with Christopher Hitchens talking about the Clintons.
Thank you though, Time Bandit. Love Kyle and Corin to start my Monday. Will you have Dave Smith back
on KKF to debate Rogan? Yeah, I'd be down for that. I'd be down to have. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird to just make that the portion of the debate, like the point of the debate. It seems a little too frivolous. It'd probably have to be over something else. But I would get into it with him on Rogan for sure. And how do you say it? Amen Thompson or Amen Thompson? I don't know how they say it, but
I think it's Amen.
But he's beast. He's a beast, and he's really good. Like he locks people up on defense too. I fuck with that guy.
Is he? I don't know if he's the one on the Rockets or the Pistons.
Houston.
Oh, okay.
I think he's Houston.
Twin brother on the Pistons. They're both nasty. I saw them when they were
weren't they both on the Rockets too before that?
No. They both.
No, they weren't.
No, they got drafted. I think last year or 2 years ago, but they were back to back picks. Like it was like they were like 3 or 4 or 2 and 3 or some shit. But one went to the Pistons, one went to the Rockets. I think the one on the Rockets is better, but they're both freak athletes.
Yeah, incredible.
And the Rockets are going to be good, man. Kevin Durant. Shout out to you, Mr. Game Day.
Be interested to see how far they go. Why are people like Nina Turner and Butch Ware opposing Newsom's redistricting move? So I can't speak to that guy Butch Ware because Butch Ware, I haven't seen what he said, so I don't know, and I don't know him really very well. I can speak to what Nina believes because I've seen her tweets on it. Her position is like, I'm going to try to steel man it here for everybody. Her position is like, Democrats shouldn't do the redistricting shit because we're acknowledging that it's wrong when Republicans do it, and we're against it when Republicans do it. So don't destroy your principles in an attempt to get back at the Republicans. You have to stay principled. You have to do the right thing regardless of what the other side is doing. And her take is like, let's try to get through Congress a policy that would be basically universal, neutral, objective, independent redistricting. That's not partisan. Like we need to basically let's de-escalate from this nuclear war and get to a place where we have fair districting all across the country. That's her position. I understand where she's coming from, but the problem is I just don't think she fully grasps and understands that the world where that's possible is dead. Like that world is just gone. Like there's no getting that world back. You know what I'm saying? Like now the Republicans are just demons, like just straight up demonic, evil, disgusting freaks that want to rig everything, cheat, openly rig it and cheat, slap you across the face, spit in your eye, like tell you you're a piece of shit, ruin the country. So like, since that's the reality, we literally have no choice but to respond in kind. Because if you don't respond in kind, then the Republicans will just win with even bigger margins. You know what I'm saying? So like the question is, do you want them to have a 30-seat majority or an 11-seat majority? It's like 11, obviously. So whatever the fuck you got to do to win, like we need to care more. We need to care more about power. This is what Democrats and liberals and leftists need to do. They have to get serious about power. Forget all the principles and bipartisanship and how it should work. It's like, no, but it doesn't work like that. Power is how it works. And you need to exercise your power. And this is the only way out is what Newsom is doing.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, stop picking fights with people on your team. Like just fucking get behind the shit and like call it a day.
Yeah. In this moment, there's no, like, you can't do any like enlightened centrist bullshit because people will be like, shut the fuck up. Like, pick a side that you got fucking demons on the other side. Like get on the right side, you know?
Appreciate you, Diego.
Just landed a job at Outback going into my senior year at high school. Thought I'd return the favor by donating to my favorite podcast. Thanks for everything. That's very sweet of you. Appreciate that. Yeah. Keisanzu. Shout out Keisanzu for the $5.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Have one of those bloomin' onions because those shits are fucking delicious, bro.
I was never like a bloomin' onion fan, but I was always like, I know. It's definitely a goated appetizer. Like that shit changed the game. And I like the crustiness of the outside of the shit, but I was never an onion ring guy. I sent you the meme of like when your fries used to get from Burger King and there would be the random onion ring in that shit.
Ring in that bitch, yeah.
Like, I would hype mad people up. For me, I would be like, I would always offer that shit to someone else. Like it was always cool to have the onion ring in your shit. And the blooming onion, again, was a fucking game changer. Outback changed the game with that shit. I'm going to Outback and I get hype when they come out with that bread, whatever that bread is.
Dope.
They got like that black bread and it's like
fucking amazing
on it and shit. When it's hot and they put the butter on there, that shit is life changing. Below key, I saw Red Lobster's closing. I don't know. Like, does Outback still do well? Like, is it still a popular like restaurant?
Bro, no restaurants are doing well. Are you kidding me?
I know.
Our whole economy is like fucking fake right now. Things are about to explode.
I've like every time I like one, I don't see that many Outbacks anymore. And two, I feel like when I have seen them, they're like shut down or deserted. So I don't know his name.
Keisonzu.
Maybe his shit is in like Australia or something like that. But
nah,
then again,
it's here, bro.
Well, maybe he could be from Australia, but maybe I feel like Outback probably isn't even that popular in Australia. I feel like
they're not eating Outback in Australia. I fuck with Outback though. I really do. I love the blooming onion. I love the bread, like you said. But I can't remember. That's the only thing my brain remembers from when I ate at Outback. Last time I ate there was like 7 years ago or something. You know,
they had an Outback that was popping. It was actually right across from the Westchester Mall, and there used to be like a Toys R Us behind it, and it used to be the shit. It used to be packed in there. Like I remember going in there, and there would always be a wait, and you would have to wait 25, 30 minutes to get your table.
Damn. And
I just feel like there's so many better. Not necessarily better, but there's so many different options for steakhouses now, like Ruth's Chris and like Tony Luger. Like there's like all these big time steakhouses that Outback is like not. I don't know. I'm not trying to shit on Outback because
unless you want the blooming onion, bro, and I want that blooming onion in this bitch. You know.
Yeah, congrats to you though, man. Thank you for the thing.
Yeah, shout out. Appreciate the donation too.
If you're somewhere in New York, I'll come get a meal and hook it up with a free appetizer or some shit, dog.
Gotta say, y'all did Moe's dirty last week. As a former staffer, my second favorite part of working there was a free bowl of queso each shift. That queso alone is S tier. Try it next time you see them.
I think I did show love to the queso. So
I didn't do Moe's dirty because I never had Moe's, right? I never commented on that shit, did I?
Yeah, no, I think I might have been shitting on it a little bit. Yeah. I wasn't shitting too hard, I don't think, because they are the originators of when you walk in, they show you love. They yell, "Welcome to Moe's." So like you feel appreciated. They had like a signature thing that they do when you went in there. And low key, yeah, their queso I think is good because they have actual cheese and it's got like some peppery shit in it. Whereas I think Chipotle just has like a nacho cheese and it's not anything good. So I mean, like, I don't know where we put Moe's on the list. Maybe their queso should be S tier, but my bad, dog. It's a former staffer, so either they left you or you left them. So,
but free queso, that's dope, man. They give you free queso, like that's amazing.
That is actually, yeah, but like a free bowl of queso, you just want to eat a free like a bowl of cheese is kind of OD.
No, but you get chips with it, bro. You don't just eat cheese.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he doesn't say chips. He just put a free bowl of queso.
No, but if somebody says they give you a free bowl of queso, the chips are implied, dog. They're not just giving you like a cheese milkshake.
I don't know. Maybe they just randomly gave everybody a fucking bowl of cheese when they finished their shit.
Bruh.
I also, if I'm having a chips, I need some like tomato sauce. Like I need some salsa with that shit. I don't think
salsa too.
I feel like you're a full queso guy.
No, I fuck with on chips. I fuck with everything. I fuck with salsa on that bitch. I fuck with guacamole. I fuck with queso.
Yeah.
I'm not a big mixer. Like I won't dip one chip in all those shits or two of those shits. But I've always said this: if you have a meal with 3 sauces, that shit is A+ top tier. Like you're living better than a king ever lived in history.
Wait, so what do you mean? If you have like quesadilla?
No, so let me walk you through. Yeah, so like let's say it's quesadillas. You give me the option: have a little thing of sour cream, have a little thing of guacamole, have a little thing of salsa. Let me bite to bite go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth through the 3 of them. So that's point number 1. Point number 2. Chicken fingers.
Yep.
Give me a thing of fucking marinara sauce. Give me a thing of
marinara sauce with chicken fingers,
or whatever. Just 3 sauces.
Ketchup,
barbecue, honey mustard, or fucking ranch, blue cheese, whatever the fuck. Like 3 sauces.
Yeah.
And I'm the happiest man on the planet.
Yeah.
In fact, there's like something written in the laws of nature in my genetics that like you hit me with a meal and 3 sauces for that bitch. Amazing. Like the best thing ever, you know?
I feel like that's rare though, because quesadillas, it's a standard. It's always salsa, guacamole, and
you got to make it happen. You have to like ask for the shit. No, they don't just do it. Maybe with quesadillas, maybe sometimes they do, but
quesadillas they usually come with 3. So like that meal should be goated in your eyes.
Not always. Sometimes they just hit you with 1 or 2 of the shits.
Oh, then they're bugging. Yeah. I put all those sauces on it. Like I'll dip in the salsa. I'll put some sour cream on that shit and then kind of scoop the guac on a quesadilla. And all three of those sauces together is game changer. You're saying you go individually each time?
So like for one bite, I'll be like, I'm gonna get some guacamole this one.
Oh, wow.
For another bite, I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna go salsa this one. For another one, I'll be like, I'm gonna get sour cream on this one.
No, I need that shit layer. Like when I have chicken tenders, I'll dip in the barbecue sauce and then I'll go honey mustard on top of the barbecue sauce.
Ooh, wow, that's bold. That's bold, bro.
Game changer. But my bad. Mo's got it, bro. My fault.
Hey, Kyle, you said there were no lawsuits against liberal media over the 2020 election. Did you forget Trump's $475 million case against CNN for the big lie? Appears to be a hilarious oversight. Yeah, that is funny. I should change it to there were no serious lawsuits against liberal media over the 2020 election. Only Trump's ridiculous one.
Appreciate you, Matt.
If you could go to North Korea for a holiday proving you are guaranteed to safely come home, would you go? Didn't we answer this last week?
Yeah.
I feel like we answered this last week.
Yeah, we did. And said, like, are you going to answer my question? Ask a new question, dog.
No, well, my answer is no. I wouldn't want to go. I'm just not a big traveler, bro. Like,
I would do that shit.
I know Corin's a traveler, so like he would like that shit. But for me, I don't even like traveling. Like, even if you said, would you want to go to Seattle? It's like, fuck Seattle. I don't want to go to Seattle, you know? But Corin's like, fine, I'll go to Pyongyang. I don't give a fuck.
I'll fucking go to North Korea. I told Kyle I kind of got the North Korea hairstyle a little bit.
Kim Jong-un?
The Kim Jong-un.
Quick fade. They didn't fade it tight enough. That happens.
Jed did my shit, and I kind of was rushing out the house and like didn't blend it in like fully, and it's very like boxy. But
yeah, he probably would have taken it down just a little more if he had a little more time. But
yeah,
it doesn't look bad though. It's really not as bad as Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un shit is next level.
What do you think he's doing right now? You think he watches this?
He definitely doesn't watch this, but he's probably doing some fucked up shit.
Massage or some shit right now.
He's doing some fucked up shit.
Probably.
He's eating some shit that's like OD, or he's taking advantage of some poor North Korean girl, or it's not good. Whatever he's doing is not good right now.
All right, Benton, thank you for that question. Next week, we'll see it again.
Who is your all-time favorite guest on KKF? Also, who is the top 3 guests you want on KKF? Honestly, my favorite all-time guest, I know it got heated, but I liked having Jank on with me and Crystal talking to Jank and disagreeing about our approach to MAGA. I know it got heated, and I know he probably didn't enjoy it, but there was a real substantive disagreement at the core of it, and I feel like it was important to have that conversation and like get it out there and be like, here's our stance, that's your stance. All right, audience, you decide. You know, so I would say probably Jank is all-time favorite guest on KKF. Top 3 guests I want on KKF. Shit. That's a great question. I never really thought about like who are the ideal guests, because we already had we had Noam Chomsky on. He's like, yeah,
that's your goat.
I mean, he is like my goat, you know. But I guess I'll go Jon Stewart, right? On Jon Stewart to run.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk to Tim Walz. That'd be cool.
Crystal ever talk to Stephen A. Smith? I know they like tweeted back and forth.
No, I don't think he ever ended up coming on.
That would be a dope one, right? Would you enjoy that conversation?
I don't think I would, bro. Because really? I wouldn't, and here's why. Because now I feel like he's gotten worse. I feel like he's gotten worse. He's gotten more conservative. He's doing more like Trump apologia. So yeah, I wouldn't love that. I don't know. I just like a good faith debate would be good too. So I don't know. Fill in the blank with somebody who it would be a good faith debate.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
Kyle, I'm a leftist college kid who wants to make political content, but my immigrant parents with green cards fear backlash. I get that, but I can't stay silent. Any advice? Yeah, you could sort of split the difference and just like, I don't know, have an anonymous Twitter account or Instagram or whatever other social media and like post political shit there. Like anybody who's sort of using their voice for good on social media is helping the cause, even if your name's not attached to it, even if your face is not shown to the world. So if you want to respect your parents' wishes, but also sort of scratch the itch that you're trying to scratch, yeah, I would say like get an anonymous Twitter account or something with like a cool picture and a cool name that you come up with. Like spend some time thinking about a cool ass name, a dope ass name, and like start posting political shit there and try your best to like go viral and like make it a thing so that like you have a pet project that you can do And so add to the good shit that's out there and also build your own little thing, you know?
I feel like it's so not rare, but hard for someone to be anonymous for so, like there was the Marshmallow Man DJ, like Banksy did all the artwork and no one knew who he were. The Blue Man Group people, like people who like cover their face for their shit. But I feel like at some point their identities either get found or they get like, exposed or some shit.
That's only if people care enough. You know what I'm saying? Like if he starts an account on Twitter called like Leftist Warrior or some shit and has a picture of some like muscly guy wearing a fucking hammer and sickle or whatever, like who's going to care about who he is? He'd have to reach like 1 million subscribers before anybody gave a shit enough to like try to dox him, you know?
Yeah, true. Well, good luck with that shit, man. But yeah, start something up. Appreciate you though, Adam King.
Did you see that Saudi Arabia moved on from sports washing to comic washing? They even got Bill Burr perform. What? No way. I feel like he would recognize if it was Israel that tried to book it. Holy fucking shit. Are you kidding me? Is that true? Let me look this up.
That doesn't surprise me. Saudi Arabia gets like everybody, man. Like if they want to host the Kyle and Corin out there, man, I'm down.
No, that shit would be Corin and Corin. I ain't going to that bitch. You kidding me, dog?
They're going after comics, but like, I mean, they've done everything. I feel like they had a sneaker con out there in Saudi Arabia. They had WWF out there. They have all the sports. Yeah. But like comics, like it doesn't surprise, like they're hitting every category of shit to take over.
All right. Let me see.
But Bill Burr out there kind of like that makes me raise an eyebrow because I feel like he would, like,
oh my God, bro.
He was out
true.
There? Wow.
I gotta cover this. Thank whoever that person is who sent that shit in.
Galvanate, appreciate
who sent that shit in. Galvanate, I appreciate you, bro. And thanks for the $10 donation. But I'm looking at it right now, bro. So first of all, Dave Chappelle's going to that shit, selling the fuck out.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, who you've been correct all these years to fucking hate.
Yeah, Kevin Hart's horrible.
Russell Peters, Maz Jabrani. Which, fuck that guy, too, because he's been on TYT and shit. Now he's going to this fucking Riyadh Comedy Festival. Fuck you. Joe Coy. Jim Jeffries, who's supposed to be like a lefty. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carr, prick. Gabriel Iglesias. Bill Burr, and Andrew Schultz. And then you also have, they even got some women coming, too. Whitney Cummings, Zarna Garg, Jessica Kierson. And then there's more. Aziz Ansari. Fuck him. Who the fuck are these other? Skeet Davidson is going. What the fuck?
Skeet Davidson.
Tom Segura? Bro. Fuck. Chris Tucker? They're taking Chris Tucker out of retirement in this bitch?
Yeah, they're probably giving bags and bags and bags.
Bro, Hannibal Buress, Mark Norman, Louis C.K., Chris DiStefano.
Damn, they're all performing out there?
They're all performing. Bro, you're right. They probably paid a fucking bag and a half, dog. 100%. A bag and a half.
That's what I mean. You hear these stories of like, this is like Rihanna and Beyonce performing at people's like weddings and shit like that. Like I can't imagine how much money's being thrown around out there for people. Like they're probably just like, yeah, I get a free flight out to Saudi Arabia. I'll do that shit for 2 hours and get $10 million or some shit like that.
Yeah, I honestly bet that most of the people on that list got at least $1 million. At least $1 million.
If not more. They're dropping $100 million on that, and they probably each got like $10 million or some shit.
I bet for somebody like Bill Burr, I could easily see him getting like 10.
Yeah.
Some, you know.
But at what point do you, or like, I mean, like, he's not.
He doesn't need money. No, this like, I'm not entertaining the like, oh, but you know, at what price? Like, nah, fuck these people, bro. They're all doing fine financially. None of them are fucking struggling. And now you're going to go take money from like another modern day Hitler. Like, fuck you. No, fuck you. Like, that shit is totally unacceptable, bro. Like, these motherfuckers, they did a genocide in Yemen. They killed all these innocent kids in Yemen. And, like, nobody cares about that shit?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It is fucked up, man. They killed Jamal Khashoggi, an American journalist. And they're going to go and fucking make jokes? Ha ha, hee hee. Fuck that.
Yeah. Galvanate, good question, man.
Yeah, I got to send this to Crystal, too. I'm covering this shit for sure. Fuck these people, man. Why is everybody for sale? Why is there no fucking principled person left in the fucking world, bro?
I mean, you're the only one, dog, because like I said, if they threw me a bag, I'm there on the next flight running this podcast from there. You'll be like, why is your background different? It's like, oh, I'm not in Saudi Arabia. There's like a camel going behind me.
Yeah, you got like golden Arabic symbols behind you.
Where like a gold fucking crown and shit. You're like, no, you're definitely in Saudi Arabia, right? I'm like, no, man, I'm not. They're like, yo, you coming to that Saudi Arabian bar after this shit? I'm like,
they're gonna add you to the Riyadh Comedy Festival. There'll be your picture on that shit too. Like Corin just added.
But you're right though. I mean, like, I feel like people realize, like, yo, I'm living one fucking life. Let me just take as much money to the grave or to my family as I can. So like
I get the mindset. Like I understand the mindset, but it's cope. Like it's cope. These people are like lying to themselves that it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because again, all you have to do is the simple experiment of like, okay, it's 1939 and Nazi Germany just offered you the equivalent of $1 million. Are you going to take it?
No, I guess that's a good way to kind of like look.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Yeah, exactly. But people struggle. There's this thing that happens, bro, where people really feel like history was history, but today is different. Like things are different. And so like are the monsters of today are not really monsters. They're like a lesser degree of it. So it's kind of okay. Yeah. And it's like, you think that now, but you think in 50 years, 100 years in the future, they're going to look back and say that? No, in 50 years, 100 years, they're going to look back and be like, that was the new Hitler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's see. Hey, Kyle, did you know that according to John Oliver, no federal law forbids federal law enforcement personnel from wearing masks, including ICE? I did not know that. And that law needs to fucking change immediately because did you see this, Corin? Because there was somebody who showed up wearing masks at somebody's house in Houston, I think it was, Texas, and they had some fake badges, wearing masks, knocking on the door, and they got into a firefight, and the two guys got killed, the ones with the fake badges and wearing the masks.
Oh, good.
And I know, but the point is, that's how ICE is rolling up on people too. They're covering their face, they got their badge, right? And so if somebody whips out a gun and kills these motherfuckers, they're well within their rights too, because the car wasn't marked. They didn't know if it was police officers or not. This happens with the ICE idiots too. They show up, you don't know, it's regular car, regular plates, like just wearing a mask and shit. Like, people could be abducting people. Like, you don't, like, now you make it so that anybody can abduct somebody and they could think, oh, maybe it's ICE or whatever, right? And so they got to stop this shit. Like, this is some thug shit to wear masks and round people up. That's so crazy that that's allowed in 2025.
Yeah, that's really weird. Yeah, I saw videos in like it might have been like Connecticut or some shit. I think in like Danbury, they were taking some lady away, and yet like half of them had their face covers, and someone was recording. It was like, oh, show your face. They were wearing sunglasses, but like those people aren't even getting in trouble anyway. So it's like, even if they show their face, it's like no one. It's so hard to like prosecute any of these people because it's just like not on a priority list of any of these judges or like attorney generals. Like, what are you going to prosecute one guy who shows his face, who like actually is an ICE person? But it's fucked up. And to your point, it's definitely happening where people are probably just putting on masks and they're like, I'm gonna go fuck around and like walk around and pretend like I could just round some people up. And they're probably like content people making shit about it. Like it's not a good precedent to set where if there really is no fucking federal law, there should be one showing, like saying you have to show your face. Like there's got to be some actual way to identify who the fuck you are. Because it seems like just like straight anarchy right now.
And I think it was in Jersey too. There were a fake ICE agent robbed like a gas station or something.
Yeah, that's wild.
And this is what's going to happen now, right? Like they've now made this possible because they deputized a bunch of fucking Proud Boy white nationalist idiots to be agents, and they're covering their face. And they're even saying like right-wing shit as they arrest people now. Somebody said to them, like, you're ruining the country. Somebody said that to an ICE agent in DC, and he was like, liberals already did that. And it's like, this is who we're fucking dealing with now. Like, this is what we got now. This is who we are now, you know?
I can't just like put on like nice clothes and walk behind the desk at like a bank and be like, I'm a bank teller now, and just like take all the money. Like, it's like,
I know.
You can't just like randomly put on the outfit of a profession and then just say you work there. Like, it's wild that like the one where you can actually take people away is allowed to like cover your face and do that shit freely.
Crazy. It's fucking crazy. They're making it possible by covering their faces, you know?
But I think, John Oliver did do a whole skit on that. His show is so late that every time it comes on at 11, I'm awake for the first 10 minutes. And then like 5 minutes left, I see him like, good night. Thank you. That's our show. And I'm like, fuck, I slept through the whole thing.
You could just watch that shit on YouTube. They post the whole thing, I think, on YouTube.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they post the whole shit.
Oh shit.
They do the same with Jon Stewart too.
Oh really?
Yeah, I watch all his shit on YouTube. I don't even watch it on Comedy Central.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I saw like a little bit of South Park last night. Donald Trump comes into the room at the end of the night and like wants to get into the bed with Satan, and Satan is like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I love how hard they're going. They're done. They're done with Trump. I love it. I'm
going to Denver in March. I'm definitely going to try to go to South Park Town again.
Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Mad love for both you good-looking dudes. Got to give love to Kyle for the hard work. Keep fighting the good fight. Thank you. Appreciate that, Scarecrow. Appreciate the dono, too.
Yeah, thank you, Scarecrow. We are good-looking dudes, man. I went back to our high school, and
man, nostalgia, bro.
Dog, it's going to be next year is 20 years we graduated high school, which is just wild to think about. 20 years. Me and Kyle graduated in 2006, and
damn, bro,
because high school looks exactly the same, but like it just made me think of like 20,
but it's bigger now. You know that, right?
Bigger than like even the
high school is bigger than it was when we were there.
Well, they put that new wing on when we were there.
Yeah, but it was the last year.
Yeah. No, yeah, we didn't get to use any of it. But our high school is massive. We both went to New Rochelle, and it's like huge. It's a castle. Like I remember the first day, I think they brought us there when we were in middle school, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to make my way around this building. But like, dog, it was 20 years ago, but it was the same security guards sitting at their desk in little fucking sections, and it just was like a time warp, man. And it's wild that like it's wild to go back somewhere after so long and just kind of it's in the same. Everything looks the same. You're just like, damn, like this. It's nuts. It was nutty.
But low key, we sort of need that. Like that's we need some of that shit in this world. Yeah. You know, like it's nice to go back and be like, okay, things have sort of stayed the same here. Yeah. It's just crazy to think that it's been 20 years of other kids going through that school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because think about it. Like when we were seniors and the freshmen came in, right? Like now those motherfuckers are in the same boat as us.
Yeah, they're old as fuck.
Like shit. We're 37, so they're 33, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, or 34 around there. It's like they're in the same fucking boat as us.
Yeah.
But you thought at the time, like, oh, look at these little kids. Like they're fucking tiny little babies. They're going to be here forever. It's like they've been out of school for fucking 16 years now, bro.
I saw a picture of me in my graduation thing in like 2006, because it must have been from graduation. In that moment, I probably was like, damn, like I'm however old we're about to graduate. I look back at that photo, I was like, I'm 20 years older right now. Like, it's just nuts. And then like, I don't know, anytime I look at an old black and white photo of like people smiling, holding an old basketball or some shit, I'm like, they were in that photo, like just thinking today's today. Now I'm like at a gas station looking at them at this photo, like 60 years later, like, damn, that person's dead as a motherfucker.
I know. Time is a mindfuck. Tell me how it's so weird how in some ways it feels like time is fucking flying, like just flying so fast. Like you said, you bring up high school. I could put us right back mentally in high school like that. Like it's nothing. Right. But then in other ways, it feels like time is moving so slow. Like the whole time Trump has been in office, it's only been like 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, it depends on.
And that shit feels like it's been 4 fucking years of him in there already again.
No facts. Yeah. But yeah, it depends on what lens you look through it. Like my kids, as they get older, I'm like, damn, that shit's going fast. But yeah, to your point with Trump, it's like he does so much fucked up shit in such a short period of time that you're like, he's got to have been doing this for longer. And you're like, nope, he's only been doing this shit for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. And it's so crazy how it can feel super fast, but super slow at the same time, depending on how you look at it, you know?
Yep. Appreciate you though, Scarecrow. Cause, yeah, man, I definitely got some grays in my beard now and some more wrinkles, but we're trying to stay young for you, bro.
Top 5 N64 games, both of you. Damn. Top 5 N64
Mario
games.
Kart's got to be up there.
True.
GoldenEye's got to be up there.
I was never a big GoldenEye guy.
Oh, for real? I wasn't really, but like it was just, I feel like that game is just so iconic. Ken Griffey Jr. had a game that was fire. What other games were popular for N64? I feel like it was like Golden.
So for me, I have to go. For me, I got to go Mario Golf and Mario Tennis for sure. I fucking 1080 snowboarding was my shit.
That was a good one. That was a real good one.
I was so good at that in my prime, bro. I could do all sorts of tricks and shit. I was.
Who's your go-to character in any of the Mario games?
That's a good question. I like the Koopa Troopa dude.
Oh, really? Usually those guys I stay away from. Like Toad used to be my guy because I was be like, he's in shape, he's mad fast, and he was pretty athletic. But like Bowser, Koopa Troopa,
slow. Bowser is too slow. And
which one is Cooper? What is it? Koopa Troopa?
Koopa Troopa is the one that's like the shell guy. He's got the shell on his back. That guy.
Oh, and he's not slow?
No, he's not slow. He's sort of like mid-sized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I usually use him in Mario Tennis. In Mario Golf, I use Mario usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I use Mario in Mario Golf. He's the best. He hits it the furthest, I think. Or I think no, Bowser might hit it the furthest, but like he has more control. He's like hits it far with control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bowser's like Bryson DeChambeau.
Facts. Yeah. Facts.
Were there any other games you pulled up? I can't remember too many other games.
1080 snowboarding, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis. I mean, I was a big. I don't know if it was Super Nintendo or N64, but I was sort of a big Street Fighter guy and Mortal Kombat guy. Like I would play both Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
Nintendo. Jed's son Daniil loves Street Fighter. He's like really into it, and when he plays, it brings back memories. It's just like the old school voice of the guy was like, "Fight!" And Street Fighter was Super Nintendo, but N64. What did you play hockey on? You played that shit on PlayStation, right? At Will's house.
No, so hockey was Xbox 360. We played on Xbox 360. We played NHL 09.
Yeah.
We were sort of obsessed. There's a couple games for Xbox 360 that we got obsessed with.
Xbox 360 sport games were the shit. They had March Madness game was super good.
So we played NHL 09 for Xbox 360, and we had a lot of late nights of playing that shit and going like deep on that shit. Yep. Then we also probably my best video game memories, I would say, are. I think it was Call of Duty. I forget which Call of Duty it was, but it was the original Nazi Zombies game in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Me, Will, and Brian would literally be up until like 4 a.m. playing the Nazi Zombies game and trying to like beat our record level. Yeah. And like that's probably my best video game memories is that. And I even played that after I graduated college. We still played that shit. Like I played it until like maybe 20.
There's probably like 17 Call of Duties now. There's probably so many different variations of Call of Duty.
I know. So true. So true.
Oh, would you ever get back into it? I feel like you like can fall back into a video game like.
So we do. So like our son is into it big time. Like he likes video games. He has a PS5.
Okay.
But we also have the old systems. Yeah. And so like every now and then we'll play, whatever. We'll go to the N64 and play some shit on the N64. Yep. I have the Xbox 360 there, but we haven't played it much. I have the PS2 there. Oh, another great game. The game I played the most by myself was NBA Live 08.
Oh, that was a banger.
NBA Live 08 on my PS2.
Was that Jason Kidd was on that cover?
No, I think it was Tracy McGrady or Amari Stoudemire. It was one or the other. But
Duncan was on.
Bro, I would play that shit. I would play that video game alone all the time, where I try to score like 100 points with T-Mac or Kobe or some shit. And I could see myself like just playing some of those games just to blow off some steam or whatever, but haven't really done it a lot lately. But I could see myself getting back into video games for sure.
Yesterday was 8-4, man. It was a big Kobe Bryant day.
Yeah, that's right. Mamba Day. Is that what they call Mamba Day?
Oh yeah. And he's coming out with a new shoe. And then there was a card recently that I think like Mr. Wonderful was in a group that purchased it. It was like a signed Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan patch card that sold for like $14 million or some shit like that.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Wild, yeah, for a fucking trading card.
Kyle was watching his video viewers. You said Trump administration instead of Trump regime. Unsubbed. I can't support fascism. Down player. Facts. Yeah, I'm gonna unsub for myself over that.
One thing you say, people are on top of that.
Nah, this person is just playing around. They're
not.
I
know.
But
thank you, Daniel.
But I would unsub for myself too if I said administration. Just want to say that Molly is the real MVP for getting the super chats working. Also, Kyle's Metallica tattoo is base as fuck. It's not a Metallica tattoo, bro.
Oh yeah, people were saying in the comments, I have to see the Metallica tattoo, and I'll be the judge of this real quick. Oh, I turned my Wi-Fi off. That was fucking up my internet. But
here, no, I'll do it. I'll look it up.
Let me look it up. But Molly is the real MVP for getting this. She didn't get these super chats working; they just worked this week. But I also,
bro, people are right. That is kind of a Metallica tattoo. It looks exactly like this. That's true. Wow. Meanwhile, I was like, this shit looks like I got a Nazi tattoo, but it's just a Metallica tattoo.
But I got to look at the Metallica joint.
It looks just like it. It really does look like. Yeah, because the one I picked it, I just went to the spot and I was like, "Give me that one." And I guess it was a Metallica.
Might have been the fucking like.
Might have been the Metallica tattoo. Yeah. So I'm gonna get it updated though. I'm gonna get like my left shit filled out more.
Are you gonna do it recently?
Well, the only reason I'm gonna do it is because somebody who we know is getting like is learning how to do tattoo shit.
Yeah.
And so she could just come over to the house and do it, and
that's dope.
That makes it easy. I'm down for that. You know, if I don't have to move or do anything, and you get to update it, let's do that shit. You know.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen ESPN's Misery Index for sports? Have you figured what your rank is for your sports fandom? I scored high being a Jets and Wizards fan. I didn't see that, but that's kind of cool. ESPN's Misery Index. We got to be high on that bitch just because of the Knicks.
Yeah, I wonder. How you're a Jets and Wizards fan. That's like a one. I'm sorry for that combo.
But that makes sense. I could be that if you think about it, because New York now in DC. You know what I'm saying?
But like, I guess. But like growing up, I don't even know why you'd want to be a Wizards fan. Like they didn't, unless you were born in maybe the Gilbert Arenas era when he was going off in the playoffs a little bit.
John Wall too. People love John Wall.
That's a good one. Yeah, shout out to John Wall who just retired. They had Jordan, so if you were like a Jordan fan and then he went to the Wizards and you picked up them as your team, I feel like you still have ownership of which team you want to be a fan of as a kid. So like if one of your parents live in DC and one of them live in New York, like why didn't you take the Knicks also? Like why'd you go Wizards for basketball? But yeah, that's a high misery index. I'm gonna have to look at that because I mean I do have the Yankees in there, so as bad as all my teams are, they're gonna fucking bring the misery index like higher up just because of their championships. But if I left them out, like if I was Mets, Jets, Knicks, and like Islanders, it's a wrap. That's got to be one of the lowest misery index. But yeah, the Jets and Wizards are some bad teams, so I feel bad for you, man.
I'm actually taking the thing right now that dude said.
Oh, for real? What are you just putting your teams?
I'm just filling out whatever the shits are that they're asking. The New York Knicks. If this is Spike, I just want to say I love Crooklyn, and if not, I'll still help you. How long have you been a fan? 15 plus years for sure.
Yeah.
So right now my misery ranking is 93.
So that's bad, right? 93 out of 100.
Yeah, I think it's bad. I think that's like the worst is 100.
Yeah.
The worst is 100. Oh, but it lets you add other teams. Okay. So
you're Rangers, right? Aren't you hockey?
Yeah, I'm Rangers, and if I had to pick I would say Yankees for
baseball.
For baseball, even though I'm not a baseball fan.
Are you guys going to go to any of the U.S. Open? Don't you usually try to go to like a match or only like here?
Yeah, we might. Yeah,
that'll be dope.
My mom's actually having a surgery, so I want to go see her this weekend.
Nice. I mean, not nice that she's having surgery. Oh, yes.
Finally. Yeah, surgery. Hooray.
Appreciate you, Marcus. All right, let's keep rolling. Brandon's got a question for you.
Hold on, I'm still taking this misery thing. I'm interested in it.
Let me give you my choice before.
I actually only have one more, so I should be. Let's see. 72 is my misery ranking.
Okay.
Wait. Let me add one more. Let me add the Jets. I'm with you. I was a Jets fan when I was younger, so let me add that bitch. 74. I put Knicks, Yankees, Rangers, Jets. 74.
Yes, the Yankees probably help you out a lot.
If they definitely help
Yankees
out.
And you were a Mets fan, I'd be curious. Can you swap in the Mets real quick just to see where that takes you to?
Sure.
It's got to bring it down to at least 62 would be my guess or some shit. And the Rangers have one championship.
Wait, it doesn't let me change it. It doesn't let me change it. I was just gonna add Mets on top of Yankees, but it doesn't let me do it. Kyle, moving to the DMV in January for law school. Any recommendations? Nova versus DC versus Maryland. I have friends. Will and Brian went to Villanova and they liked it. So
that's cool. And you can fucking be a part of the Nova Knicks, man. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Dante DiVincenzo, who's not on the Knicks, but a lot of basketball legacy.
So I'd say Nova. I'd say Nova.
Yeah, I would say Nova too. probably save money. I feel like Maryland would be a cheaper school. I feel like Villanova's dumb expensive.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. From a money perspective, Villanova is probably the most expensive.
Facts. But good luck at either, bro. Thank you.
Message last week bombed was saying Sagar is nails on a chalkboard, that parental leave was too short. Noam said conservatives don't exist. I agree. I don't know what that last sentence means. Noam says conservatives don't exist. I agree.
Noam Chomsky?
Oh, Noam said conservatives don't exist. I agree. I thought it said Noam, like Christy Noam, but it said Noam. So Sagar was saying parental leave was too short. Yeah. Yeah, because now he's got a kid, right? Yeah. Before he had a kid, it was not what he would say. He would say,
was he away for a while? Did he just come back? Or
yeah, I think he was away for a while. He came back recently, but now he's got a kid, so he feels,
Yeah, but he doesn't take his own parental leave. It's not like he has a boss. Like he could just fucking.
Yeah, he is his own boss. He could theoretically stay out longer, but.
Yeah, I remember when I had a kid at Wilson, I had like 6 weeks or some shit. Like it felt like a good time, or 8 weeks.
And that's nothing compared to like European countries.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers be like, take 6 months,
I knew people who worked in sports that like they didn't even get off, or it was like a week, maybe if that, or a couple of days or some shit, which is wild.
It's a lot of people, dog. A lot of people don't get off at all.
Maybe and you just have to fucking come back. Fuck that.
We're a sick country. We're a sick country. Kyle, if you were health secretary, which fast food joint would you subsidize? Snack wraps for all, Big Seltzer lobby, Corin, you can chime in too. I would subsidize none of them, but I do love me a snack wrap, and I do love me some seltzer. Has anybody else picked up on my trick of drinking seltzer instead of water, because it makes life a lot more enjoyable?
Yeah, it's a good
it's a good trick. Like it tricks your brain into thinking you're drinking soda, even though you're not.
Yeah, I feel like the Soda Stream had a big rise in popularity, but then also again, it's like it's so easy to just go buy a package of seltzer. Why do you want to sit in your house and make soda? Like people were like fascinated and it felt like they were like chemists when they were like doing soda streams. But also it's like, just can't you just have a 12-pack of like seltzers and just give me one of those shits? I don't have to sit there and watch you do like some experiment.
Yeah.
To just get a glass of seltzer.
Yeah, totally.
Which fast food joint would I subsidize? So what does that mean? Which would I give money to like keep?
Yeah, which would you send government money to? I think they're kind of joking because obviously you wouldn't send money to like McDonald's, But
Wendy's, shout out Wendy's, man. Wendy's is a real one.
Yeah, we love Wendy's. We love Wendy's.
Oh, speaking of that, I just did I went to 6 different fast food spots and got French fries from each one. And I did a video.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I
I love that.
Finish editing, post that shit. But we did it with the tour, but it's such a pain in the ass to drive to every single fast food spot. Like there's some, like there'll be Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's kind of in a row. But then there's other shit that's like 7 minutes away. And then one's like 12 minutes. Like it's a pain in the ass to fucking go and pick up all those shits. So like that was the worst part of it.
Yeah, facts. That the getting to all the places is definitely the worst part for sure. The only IV Agent Orange is receiving is bleach, big dog. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he were to have some bleach. I don't know if it'd probably make him more healthy, not less healthy these days. You know?
Yeah.
That dude's got straight fat running through his veins. Memeing about Kyle's old tweets before, LOL. Shout out my band Killed by Florida. We're probably high on some list. Show love for us rare Florida lefties. Love some Florida lefties, man.
Yeah.
Love some Florida lefties. I've said it before. I know it's a controversial take, but I'm a big Florida fan just because I like warm weather.
Yeah.
I love warm weather. I love beaches. And so I feel like that makes up for so much of the shit that happens in Florida. So like I love Florida lefties. They're man of my own heart because I love it. I wish it was summer year round, dog. I'm one of those people. And so they kind of get that in Florida. So much love to Florida lefties, bro. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot of you guys low key, like sort of hiding,
Yeah. I feel like there's a good community of lefties in Florida, but like, Killed by Florida has got to be a tough band to like get gigs in Florida. Cause they're probably just like, if the bar owner is conservative or some shit, he's probably like not trying to book you guys, but I'm sure you make some fire music. That sounds like a rock band.
Definitely.
But shout out to Florida. I'm a big fan of Florida just because I love Orlando. I love fucking Universal Studios and Disney World as well.
Yeah, with Florida, it's like you got to separate the politics from the state itself.
Yeah.
Because the politics suck. Can't watch this video fully live, but we'll finish later. I appreciate the 90s nostalgia. Yeah, we love 90s.
I'm trying, man. I just when I do too much on this laptop, it's like my computer's like, nah, you're trying too much. But appreciate you again, Dragon.
Is that the laptop or is it the internet? I really don't know.
This one could get me got because I got it like 269 sec is probably like 17 cents. But shout out to you.
Hey, Big Seltzer, Mr. Green Shit, Swedish Dickie McGeezak, listener since 2016 here. Question for Corin. Have you thought of picking out different segments from your podcast into shorter clips, sort of like JRE clips?
It's a good idea. And I have spoken about it with Molly. And then we stopped speaking about it. But
yeah, the trick, if you do that shit, the trick is title and thumbnails. That's the trick. Like, you got to get a dope title, dope thumbnails. Because there were some moments in this podcast that were really good that could be their own clips.
Yeah.
But you just need a great title, great thumbnail, and then that shit might even get more views than the whole fucking podcast, you know?
No, that's a good ass idea. I think I'm going to try and do that eventually, cut it down. But I have to.
You just got to learn how to edit.
You know? Yeah. Cat's been great, but I got to download the episode and then, chop it down. But no, I appreciate that, Carl. That's a good idea. I'm going to be doing more shit. So that would be a good one to start with. But thank you though.
Kyle, you said you mentioned you once mumbled in your sleep. I wonder how you made that stop. And also you're telling me you never snored once. I mean, maybe I snore. I don't know. Possibly I've snored. I've just never, nobody has ever told me that I snored, and I've never caught myself snoring, obviously.
Yeah, you're not awake too.
How did I stop mumbling? I don't know. I guess I just kind of grew out of it, you know? That was something that I did when I was like a kid, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Like every now and then, when Crystal's sleeping next to me, every now and then I'll hear like like she'll say some shit, kind of.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of a mumble. So I feel like mumbling is kind of common.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like everyone does some type of mumbling or sound or like some shit in their sleep because everyone's dreaming, everyone's doing shit. So like there's gotta be something that comes out of your mouth.
But I will say, if you want to improve your sleep, if anybody out there is looking to improve your sleep, if you quit caffeine, you will sleep so fucking amazing. I can't even tell you. Ever since I quit caffeine, like now I have decaf on show days, but I don't have it. Decaf's only like 10 milligrams of coffee, some very low amount. People usually have like 200 or 300 milligrams a day or some shit. But if you quit caffeine, bro, you'll sleep like 10 hours and just wake up feeling refreshed as fuck.
All right, couple more.
Have you guys seen the new video from Elephant Graveyard? I'm late to the stream if you already talked about it. Corin, you probably haven't seen it, right?
No, I haven't seen this.
I've seen it. It's fucking amazing. I'll send it to you because I think you'll like it. But
you've seen the video.
You gotta. Do you ever watch it on 1.5 times speed or double speed?
Yeah. Sometimes, I can like 1.5 or 1.75.
Okay, so then watch this shit on 1.5 because it's long. It's like 2 hours long or some shit. But it's about Rogan and like all his comedian friends and how they fucking ruined comedy.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. Yeah,
It's an amazing video. The dude like absolutely freaks it. Shout out to Elephant Graveyard, man. That guy did a great job.
Thank you though for the super chat. Cut the camel, or was it caramel? Cut the camel. First
question to Kyle. Do you think Rogan is aware of your criticism of him? Second question, Corin, will you pick a team to follow in soccer this season? For my question, yes, he's aware, but I don't think he cares. And also, I don't think he's aware of like all of the criticisms. I think he's maybe seeing like a handful here and there.
Yeah.
But I don't think he cares, and I don't think he takes it too personally. I just think he's like, fuck this guy, you know?
Yeah. I remember though when we were there, you guys were like peeing next to each other. Was I in the bathroom? Yeah. Well, I don't know why I was no, I don't think I was in the bathroom with you guys. But he remembered that like Jank was talking shit or something like that, and he was like, "Yeah, fuck that guy" or something like that. Like it was a quick like dismissal of him. So like I think he sees a lot.
Oh yeah, he's definitely seen it. But the question is, has he seen all of my criticisms? No, I've done 1,000 of the fucking criticisms, you know. But also, yeah, you just reminded me that shit was weary. I went to go piss and he came right in.
Right, like the stall. It was like the exact meme of when
it's like the meme, yeah,
900 stalls, and it's like Kyle peeing. It's like, so how's your day?
I swear to God, bro, I was like, did Joe Rogan just come up to me while my dick is out? Like, what the fuck is going on right now, bro? This is weird as fuck.
I'm trying to remember. Like, was I in the bathroom also? Like, was I washing my hands or some shit? I don't
think you were. I don't think you were.
But I remember you guys talking, and I remember him like, I feel like being next to you in the stall. Or maybe I just remember him saying, I got to go to the bathroom too or some shit. I don't know. Regardless. Soccer team, I don't really follow too much soccer. MLS, I used to like the Red Bulls when Thierry Henry was there. And then there was a quick moment where NYCFC became a team. So me and my brother like kind of jumped over there and were a fan for like a couple months, and then their whole fan base were like dickheads. So we went back to we went back to the Red Bulls, and then we kind of fell off a little bit. But I don't really follow too much soccer. Apologies, I don't know who you're a fan of, but appreciate you, Marcus.
For my bachelor party, we went to a DC game. What's the name of the DC team for MLS?
DC United.
That's got to be the squad right there, bro.
Yeah, they were the first team that gave Freddie Adu a contract. You remember Freddie Adu was like super young, like 14 years old, was like a soccer sensation.
I don't, but that's awesome. 14 years old, that's crazy.
He was so young, and he was like the first like kid to get a soccer contract. He was on like David Letterman and shit, and I think he had like a solid career, but then he kind of fizzled out. But yeah, no, we had a dope ass time at the DC United game. They put your name on the jumbotron. And then I still get fucking emails from them asking to buy season tickets. I'm like, I bought tickets to one game for my boys' bachelor. Please, I am never buying.
Like, please give us money. We need money.
Go the fuck away.
That was fun though. I love it was fun watching that game, and I love the fucking stadium we were in. And
dude had like a hat trick. It was like it was a dope ass game. Like someone had like a bicycle kick, if I remember correctly.
It was fast paced too. I expected it to be slower, but it was fast paced.
Yeah.
My brother is a JAG in the Marines, and I sent him the video of Kyle calling for those active duty soldiers to be discharged for cheering flag burning, and he sent it to a bunch of his coworkers. All right, well, if I get murdered, that's probably why. But I hope they listen.
Yeah,
I hope they listen.
Yeah, hopefully you're sending it in good spirit. Oh, I just got a Charlie horse. Holy fuck.
Apply pressure, dog. Apply pressure.
Oh, it was like in my thigh.
Apply pressure to it. That's the only way out, bro. Squeeze your leg OD.
Oh my god. Oh, that was really bad. Thank you though, Jack. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I hope that they like straight up are like, yeah, that's right. Like you can't just fucking ban flag burning like that.
Fuck.
Kyle, I follow you since 2013 from, how do you say that? Uruguay? Can you grasp how crazy that is? Like, you don't know who I am, but you're like an old friend of mine. LOL. Very weird. Cheers. Yeah, it is kind of crazy, but I love that. I love that.
It's dope, that connection. Like, I felt that with Kobe when he passed away. I was like, I never met this guy. I never knew this guy.
Yeah.
Like,
I felt that too. It felt like a family member died,
100%.
Especially because he felt superhuman.
Yeah.
So the fact that he died is like, it was a very big shock to the system. Like, that can't be true,
Yep. But shout out to you for Uruguay, man. That's what's up, man.
That is. And I love that. 2013, man, you've been with me for over a decade. I appreciate that, brother. I really do.
Uruguay's got a good soccer team too. They had a couple guys. They like went far in the World Cup one year. Thank you though for super chat. I don't know what that translates to in UYU, but appreciate it.
Kyle, do the curtains match the drapes? Of course not. Corin, have you ever been to Arizona? Yes, he's been to Arizona.
Yeah, we went to Sedona. I went to Slobby's World. He's got he used to have a TV show on Netflix that I like called Slobby's World, and it's like a retro thrift shop that was pretty dope. That was right by the campus of University of Arizona. Then I went over to University of Arizona, walked that shit. Been to Arizona State. Been to the State Farm Stadium I was actually at the Super Bowl in Arizona. I love Arizona. I just had a flight credit that I used on Denver, but I kept asking Molly. I was like, "Can we go back to Arizona?" Because I like the hiking there. It's hot as fuck, but like the Mexican food was really good there, tacos and shit. I'm a big fan of Arizona. I love it out there. Yeah,
I've been to Arizona maybe once, but it was like a connecting flight or some shit. I like the desert. I've always been a fan of anywhere that's hot. I like. So tropical desert, I fuck with it hard.
And I don't mind like desert heat. Like people say like Las Vegas,
dry heat.
Yeah, it's like so hot. Like I think I walked one time to the NBA Summer League arena from like the strip. It was like a diesel ass walk, and it must have been like 115 degrees. But like I kind of enjoyed it. It was like that dry heat, and I was like sweating, but like it wasn't that hot. Yeah, so I'm a fan of like dry heat.
Yeah, the humidity makes shit way worse.
Yeah.
By the way, nobody has blonde pubes, so that would be ridiculous if the curtains match the drapes for me. Like, who has blonde pubic hair? That's ridiculous.
Thank you to Only VR. All right, we're getting.
Hey, Canadian here. Not that the Democrats would have the strength to do this, but the $3.4 billion Donald J. Trump doesn't the emolument clause allow to seize? That'd be a goated ass move. Shout out to you for that. I might use that on the show. That's brilliant.
So people come with some bangers tonight.
$3.4 billion that he made. while he's been in office. I totally agree. I don't think the emoluments clause allows for that, but the emoluments clause does allow for impeachment over that. And then if he were to get impeached, it would allow for him to be, charged criminally for corruption.
So they could take $3.4 billion back from him or some shit?
It would be dope if they seize, like, Democrats should run on, like, every penny that he made from the White House should be seized by the government and should be given back to the people.
And Canada can do that shit? Or he's just saying...
No, this person saying he's a Canadian, like he's from Canada, but he's asking me if the emoluments clause allows for that. The answer is no. The emoluments clause doesn't allow for that, but I love the idea of a Democrat running on that because that sounds badass.
Yeah.
Like, you made $3.4 billion illegally as president off the fact that you're president. We should seize all that shit, every last penny of that shit.
Yeah. Good job, Greg Harding. People coming with some shit tonight, man. Kyle's got homework. He's got some shit.
Hey, Kyle, found out we both went to Iona University. When I went, it was Iona College, bro. Iona College. Now it's university.
Yeah, everyone's changing to university now because I guess they can get more international kids.
What did you think about your time at Iona? I loved it. So I never wanted to leave home. I wasn't ready to leave home. I wasn't mature enough to leave home, to go out on my own and be in a dorm and like do my laundry and shit. Like, I just wasn't mature enough. I knew I wasn't mature enough.
Yeah.
And so I stayed at home. And I commuted to Iona, and it was great. It was, I started out studying psychology because I wanted to be a psychologist, but I found out after I hit this course called Statistics in Psychology that I couldn't get through it, and it was a lot of math, and I suck at math, and I was like, I can't do this fucking class. And my teacher barely spoke English, so it was like really rough for me. And so it was in that moment that I realized, like, fucking change majors. I decided I'm going to go to political science, and that's where I went all in on political science, and it was awesome.
Well,
a lot of good teachers for political science, And
my girl Aja, she runs something in the business. I did a speech or a panel for her, and it was dope. I had a good time.
Kyle, I think Jennifer from iHib's perspective, insight during KKF interview supports why I think you are right and not jank regarding the hardcore base. Changing religiousness near impossible. Yeah, that's right. It's funny. She lives in Oklahoma, right? In Red Central. We live in Virginia in Red Central, MAGA Central. Jank is the one who lives in LA in a blue city, but he's telling us how you deal with MAGA. And it's like, bro, first of all, so many of them you're just not going to get. And the ones who are gettable, you need strength and you need to tell a different story. Like, to coddle them and, like, try to find common ground or whatever the fuck. It's like, it just doesn't, it's bullshit. Like, that ship has sailed a long time ago.
When I see Jennifer from, I automatically think IHOP. All right, a couple more because we're going. I'm going to read some of the bigger ones.
Kyle, what a great guy. We like to say, Kyle Kulinski, can you believe it? And I guess I'm supposed to be reading this in Trump's voice. Kyle, what a great guy. We like to say, Kyle Kulinski, can you believe it? Anyway, you should have Newsom on KKF. I don't think he'd come on, bro. I don't think he'd come on. Here's the thing. Crystal has done some very high-profile interviews with politicians and made them look fucking stupid. Yeah. She's, like, destroyed Alyssa Slotkin, destroyed RFK, like, all that stuff. And so I think Newsom's smart enough to look and be like, I don't want to take the chance that I might get, like, destroyed by this one.
Hopefully they start embracing, like, new media and type shit, So maybe, like, he takes a Bernie route and, like, start doing that shit. All right, real quick.
How much y'all want to bet Chris Tucker is doing this because he was on the Epstein list? Yeah, he probably ran out of fucking money after all these years of hiding because he's on the Epstein list, and so now he needs here. Give me $5 million real quick. Yep. Saudi Arabia, Day goes by extremely fast. Kyle and Corin helps out so much with my sanity. Love you guys. We love you too, Brian B. Appreciate you.
Brian B. Appreciate you, man. Thank
Kyle,
you.
Your thoughts about the conspiracy theory that Trump outright stole the election? Not talking about the Greg Palast stuff. Also, the game you're remembering is World at War from back in 2008. Yeah, base. That's the Nazi zombies game he's talking about.
Appreciate you.
The idea of Elon Musk using Starlink to steal the election. That's the conspiracy that I think this person's referring to. I've heard of that one, and I kind of agree with Greg Palast that on that one, I'm not totally sold because I don't see enough evidence. There's like these weird comments from Elon and Joe Rogan and Trump that like seem to point to maybe Elon actually fucked with the vote using Starlink. But to me, the Greg Palast stuff is a lot more convincing because it's actually like rooted in data. So no on the overarching conspiracy. Yes on the they nickel and dimed it with ballot spoiling and all the other tricks that they use and the Jim Crow laws. Like that's how they were able to steal the election.
True that. Ryan Ferguson.
Giving me nostalgic feelings tonight. Every Friday in high school was Halo 3 on the 360 and pizza delivery. Me and my friend Mike up until 3 a.m. Damn right, Ryan. I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother. Ryan, how old are you, man? Are you exactly our age, or are you within 5 years, or what? I'm curious. I'm just curious what your age.
See if I could see that in the regular check later. Appreciate it, though, Ryan.
I'm Jets, Mets, Knicks, Devils, and the misery index said I need a drink. Yeah. Although I remember Devils. So I've been to a lot of Rangers games and a lot of Devils games when I was a kid. My dad took me.
Yeah.
And I remember Devils games. Devils were good, bro. And they had Martin Brodeur, the goalie, who was a fucking beast back in the day.
They won like mad Stanley Cups. They won like 3 or some shit. Like they were beast.
They were beast. So I remember the Devil shit. But yeah, it's been a while, I guess you could say. I don't know how they've been lately, but they used to be dope.
Yeah.
Yo, Kyle and Corin, have you seen Lil Nas X crashing out on video? Big fan of Secular Talks in 2016. Shout out, Alex. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the donation. Yeah. I read about it. I read that Lil Nas X, was like running through the street naked or some shit and
like in his
got arrested, charged with 4 felonies, but I did not see the video. And I don't know. I would feel kind of bad watching the video. Like he's clearly going through some shit,
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, like, it's like these people have their moments, and then it's just like if they don't capitalize on that moment, then you see them spiral into a weird kind of. And he's like, that I didn't really see the video. I saw like a second of it. I think he was like walking down the street in his underwear or some shit. But it's Kyle's point. It's sad, but also it's like these people get out of prison, and it's like they get popularity again. Like their name is out in the news. So like I'm a thought of like any publicity is good publicity, especially when you're at this level. Like even if you get like a little slap on the wrist, jail sentence, like a couple months, you come out
and
like
4 felonies, bro.
That's like real deal, right?
I think so. I mean, I think are they trying to say he like hit a cop or some shit? Like there's other shit.
Like, because like when Justin Bieber was like fighting with the paparazzi every day, and then he dropped an album, I was like, fuck him, because he's just doing that shit to like get in the public eye and all this stuff. But if Lil Nas X is actually doing shit that like is hitting a cop, then it's like, yo, you need to chill out.
I think they're struggling. I think he's struggling. I think he's going through some shit. Just want to say, huge fan, Kyle. It's far off memory at this point, but I think you had 40,000 subscribers when I started watching regularly. That's awesome, man. Really appreciate that. That's awesome. Got a lot of like the people who come to Kyle and Corin are like the old school diehards, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, look, everyone's. Oh, wait, did Alex just? No, that's a different person.
Different person. That same question. Wow. I guess we really got to see this Lil Nas X thing.
Got to see the Lil Nas X, but that's all.
Did you see the story I covered about the fake Justin Bieber who performed in Las Vegas?
I didn't see that you covering it, but I saw that.
Yeah, it's so crazy. He looked kind of like him, and he even sort of pulled off the performance a little bit too.
Yeah,
he was singing the song "Sorry," and he was sort of doing okay.
Oh, he's freaking it.
He was sort of killing it, like for a dude who's just like.
That's one of those where my skeptical meter goes off, where it's like that's not Justin Bieber.
Nah, bro, it was dark in the club, and like he was able to convince somebody backstage, like Justin Bieber's here, he wants to perform "Sorry," and the DJ played "Sorry," and he had sunglasses on, and he started doing the shit.
Yeah,
kind of like I let him go, let homie go, because he sort of nailed it,
Yeah, if he's cooking, let him cook. If he's making a mockery of this shit, then boot him off the stage, hit him with that what was that show at the Apollo, where they would like dance on the
Showtime
stage
at the Apollo when they they blew, or would they press them?
No, when they were whacked, the dude would like come tap dancing on the stage and like just show you off, bro. Like they didn't play. That was like some OG shit.
Yeah, well, he did good enough where like people have just a good story now of a fake Justin Bieber performing, so like let him rock, Yep. But he had to pay like $10,000 because they had like for the bar tab or some shit. Yeah.
Oh, they hit him with like a fine.
Yeah. They hit him with you owe us $10,000 or some shit. The nightclub did.
It's like when people run the field at the baseball game and then like they get sent to jail and have to pay like a $10,000 fine or something.
I don't know if you'll get to this, but I'm a bit younger, Kyle. I'm 34, graduated in 2010. Okay, so you graduated high school in 2010. Me and Corin graduated college in 2010. Yeah, so we're both 37, so that's pretty close.
Real quick, have you seen this?
That reminds me of the Klay Thompson looking dude from a few years ago. Left my fucking ass off. Oh yeah. I did see that.
He drove to the arena. I
remember that.
He got on the court, bro. It was wild.
That's fucking awesome. You know what's crazy too? If somebody wanted to, they could pull that off with me too. There's plenty of people out there that look like me.
But what are they gonna just like turn on their YouTube camera and like be like, "This is the real Kyle"?
Well, no, I mean online it won't work. But if you tried to like get into Politicon or some shit, like if they don't have that anymore, but you get the point. Like some shit like that.
Yeah.
Because we had some dude I went to school with. His name was Paul Lapolis.
Uh-huh.
He was a year older than us. And in middle school, And in high school a little bit, but more middle school, we looked identical, bro.
Oh, for real?
Identical. People literally would like, it would happen regularly. Like they'd say Paul, and I'm sure he got Kyle sometimes. Like it was crazy.
Like Miles, I think his name was Miles, like Newhouse or some shit.
Yeah. He did look a little bit like you.
Did you see it? Like when people told you, you'd be like, yeah, I get it. Because people
for that guy, it was like without a doubt, like that dude just looks like me.
Because people tell me lookalikes, I'm like, nah, I don't see it.
I mean, he wouldn't look like me now because he doesn't have the blonde hair. Like he probably doesn't have the same facial hair. Facts. He might still wear glasses, whereas I got my eyes done. So like, I don't know, but there's somebody out there that looks exactly fucking like us.
Yeah, there's
Kyle's latest tweet. Oh, I know which one he's talking about. I know which one he's talking about.
Is it that's a lot of beans, you nasty bitch?
No. He's talking about literally my very last tweet that I just did. I'll read it for everybody.
Yeah.
Think it's about this one. Our fat retard president Donald Trump just signed an executive order punishing flag burning with a year in jail. What our fat retard president doesn't know or doesn't care about is that the Supreme Court ruled that flag burning is freedom of speech in fucking 1989. He's a bloated fascist bitch, and if you still support him, you have the IQ of a bonobo. Nobody hates freedom in the Constitution more than MAGA. So I guess that's the one they're referring to. I think at least.
When I was this really quick, I was thinking they do like these lookalike contests and like in Brooklyn and shit like that. They should definitely do a Kyle Kulinski lookalike contest. It would be phenomenal if they did that.
I'd be interested in watching that to see how close somebody could get. Because it's kind of crazy. There's 7 billion people in the world. There's got to be somebody out there that looks exactly like me. Like exactly. Yo,
low-key, yeah. I was at Starbucks and someone walked in and I was like, that looks like Kyle.
You told me this, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to try and take a picture, but he did the mobile order, which I'm always skeptical at Starbucks because one, that drink looks like it's been sitting there for dumb long. And two, anybody could just walk into Starbucks and take a drink and like low-key always get a free drink from them. They don't give a fuck who takes those drinks off the counter.
That's a good point. But just the fact that you saw somebody just at Starbucks that looked like me. In middle school and high school, we had somebody who looked exactly like me. I just have one of those faces that like there's a lot of people that look like me,
Yep. Totally. All right. So next week, I'm going to try and put some of my photos together. There is a media asset button here on the side that maybe I can click and roll through some of them. I'm going to try and pick like 10. I actually started putting a folder together of them. I had like 135. Like they weren't all selfies. Some of them were like kind of photos with them, but that's still like something. So I'm going to try and maybe do like 15. And we could roll through some of those. I think it'd be cool.
I would love to go through fucking all the ones you have with celebrities.
I know. Yeah. I feel like I can't shoot my shot in like all of them, because after at like 30, people are going to be, all right, we get it. Like this motherfucker's got a lot of pictures.
You could tell the story behind each one of those shits though. You have an interesting story for every one of those pictures.
Yeah. True. Yeah. I also want to roll through some of the rest of that list, even though like some of those
we have to. We got to finish the rest of that shit. There's a lot of shit that's still there,
Yeah, we'll do that too. Love you, bro. Thank you. This was a long one. I appreciate everyone with the super chats. Thank you for asking questions and for chatting and typing and chilling with us.
All right, thanks guys. Later.